Going live in 30 seconds. Live in 20 seconds. Live in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, it's time for Estill County Engineer Sports on the Estill County Sports Network. For a full list of games to be broadcast, the platforms those games will be broadcast on, please visit listenlikealocal.com and click on the Estill County Sports Network banner on the home page. Select games will be broadcast on a combination of platforms, including 104.9 FM, The Pickup, NFHS Network, WSKV-FM on Facebook Live, at Estill County Sports Network on YouTube. Streaming audio accessible on any internet-connected device. Just say, "Hey Google, Siri, or Alexa, play Pickup Country 104.9 FM," or visit listenlikealocal.com. And on the dedicated Estill County Sports Stream, found at listenlikealocal.com. Or download the new free Estill County Sports Network app for Android or iOS. Estill County Engineer Athletics broadcast is made possible by great sponsors. But to continue to bring the many high-quality broadcasts to you, we need your help. If you own a business, are part of an organization, church, or nonprofit, and would like to support the broadcast of Estill County Sports while promoting your brand to loyal listeners like you, just give us a call, 606-663-2811. Don't forget, you can directly support Estill County Engineer Athletics by purchasing an annual subscription to the NFHS Network at nfhsnetwork.com. You can also directly support your Estill County Engineers by attending games in person. Get your tickets now at the GoFan app. You can also find links to the NFHS Network and the GoFan app at the Estill County Sports Network page at listenlikealocal.com. And now, let's join our ECSN broadcast team live at the game.
Engineers!
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Campton, Kentucky for the 14th Region Baseball Tournament 2025. This is Danny Wood, and I'm joined by Mr. Engineer Jeff Tate. And Jeff, it is a beautiful day for baseball. The Estill County Engineers, after a successful season under first-year coach Tanner Crow, coming in with a 17-10 record, but they drew in the first round the worst possible draw. We won the district. We're supposed to get a loser. Well, we did, except this loser happens to be Wolfe County, who's a second-rated team RPI-wise in the region.
Well, Wolfe County got upset in the 55th District Finals by Breathitt County 6-1. I'm sure they weren't expecting this, but this is a Wolfe County team that's won 20 games this year. They're 20-10. Like you said, they have the second highest RPI rating at .589. Estill County coming in with a 17-10 record and a .5305 RPI. So I think they're getting ready to do
getting ready to have the national anthem. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with the ball game.
Hi, I'm Michael Bucky Wilson, CEO, President of CG Bank. Here at CG Bank, community means everything. It's why we do what we do. At CG Bank, we are your hometown bank, and we are here for you because we are you. We are not here just building business, but building relationships. That's community banking. That's my bank. Stop by any of our 7 convenient locations in Irvin, Richmond, Berea, London, or Stanton and see what community banking is all about, or visit us online at cg.bank.
Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Qualifications and rules may apply. See institution for details.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, and Jeff, the first thing I noticed when I walked in was this don't look like the place I used to be at. because they have turf fields on softball and baseball and the soccer, and it is awesome.
It is awesome.
Outstanding facility.
Remember when we played up here when I was coaching with you? And my vivid memories of the game were, one, they were dragging the field with a 1978 Dodge four-wheel drive truck.
They were.
And they had that they were dragging it with. I think it was
a piece of a guardrail.
It was a piece of a guardrail. They were dragging it. And as Paul Harvey used to say, tell the rest of the story after the varsity game was over with. What happened?
Well, we were supposed to play a JV game, and the coach came over and told me, he said, Coach, horse rinks next door. They're having a big horse show tonight. They need to use the baseball field for parking. So I said, well, I don't want to interfere with the Wolfe County Horse Show, so we're out of here.
That's right. But this is magnificent.
Oh, unbelievable. It is as good a facility as I've seen anywhere.
They have spared no expense on this. It looks like where we played at last year for the first round of the region. That was Alice Lloyd up there. Me and Caleb Click did that game.
Very close.
It looks very similar to that. But they have a wonderful facility up here, and you have to give the Wolfe County Board of Education and everything thumbs up for doing this.
Wolfe County's the visiting team, Coach. You want to give their lineup real quick?
Sure. For Wolfe County, and they are junior dominated. We talked about that when we were up here. Leading off will be number 19. It's pitching today, a junior. That is Camden Oliver. Batting second will be number 22, a junior also, playing left field. That will be Jaden Mullins. Batting third will be number 21, the second baseman, junior Chris Evans. Batting fourth will be number 34, the shortstop, Max Wisman. Batting fifth will be number 5, right fielder Slade Freeman. We'll get the rest of them here in a second, Danny. I'll turn it over to you because we're ready to play some baseball.
Absolutely, and what beautiful weather. We're used to being about 90 degrees in the first humid day and being a little droopy on these first days of the region. And also, happy Memorial Day out to everyone. Shout out to Gordon Hardy, World War II. First pitch of the game is a strike called.
And we got what I consider is our best big game pitcher on the mound.
No doubt.
Jack Sneese throwing for the Engineers today.
The big lefty is ahead in the count 0-2, and of course the last big game he pitched was a region championship, which Estill County under Coach Brian Crow won last season, which you and Blaine called. I was there for, and now his son Tanner Crow in his first year as coach, continuing tradition. And Jeff, he's got a chance to win the region for the next 3 years, a good 3-year window.
Ooh.
You hate to see that, Coach.
Yeah.
0-2 got him down, and then he just doesn't come through on the curveball and hit him directly on the buttocks.
Yeah, and that's big because you don't want to put that leadoff guy on because I think runs will be, I think it'll be a close game, and I really think it'll be a low-scoring game. So runs are very important. That's really big for Wolfe County here to get the leadoff guy on after you hit an 0-2 count.
Coach Benny Campbell took the Wolfe County girls softball team to their first region championship, trying to do the same here for the Wolfe County boys. And Oliver on first base has 24 steals to lead them, so watch out.
And they also, last year, they won the All-A and went to the All-A state tournament last year. So pretty big for them and everything with Campbell. He's done a good job, both, like you said, with the girls and the boys.
Benny's a good guy, and I like him a lot.
He is a nice guy. He's a super nice guy.
The batter is Jaden Mullins. He's swinging on the first pitch, fouls it off on the right side.
And give him a shout-out. He's a pretty dang good referee. I've seen him up here in the 14th region. We had him for several games, and I think he does a good job also.
Yeah, he does. He does a good job officiating. Never minded when we had him for a game. All right, here comes the 0-1. And it is lined right up the middle, off Jackson's glove into center field.
Right.
Leadoff batter Oliver will stay right there at second base, but that was a BB. That was an exit velocity about 120 coming off, and it about took Jackson's hat off.
Well, Mullins is tied. Him and Oliver are the two leading hitters for the Wolves. They're both juniors. He's hitting .414 for the season, Danny. That's awful good. Anytime you're hitting over 400, you're a daggone good hitter.
Yep, and that first inning I always thought was very important, especially in the postseason with the nerves and stuff. So if we can hold them right here and keep them with the first two runners on and not have them score any, or hold them to one run, I think Estill will count that as a victory.
Be interesting. You got your number 3 hitter up here. You going to have him swinging away with no outs, or you
I was
try
just
to get
thinking the
lead?
same thing. Let's
Are you
see
gonna
what
bunt him?
Coach Benny does here.
He's gonna
bunting,
bunt.
and he popped it up. But it's too far out of play. So Benny is going for that early run. And he's got speed on first and second. They both have 24 and 23 steals.
See if he takes it off or if he tries to get him to bunt again. That was not a good attempt. I will say that he was pushing the bat out towards the ball instead of letting it come into him and putting it down. So
I'll be throwing fastball up and in right here, see if we can get him to pop it up if he's bunting. He's swinging, and it's outside. Ball. 1-1 is the count. Runners on first and second, just underway here, top of the first inning.
Evans Jr. also hitting .311 on the year but he also leads their team in base on balls, so he has a good eye. 24 walks on the year, Danny.
And there's a pitch that is just off the plate, and there's a good sign of the discipline right there.
Right.
This junior bunch, they've played together since they were little. I've been hearing about them since they were little, traveling across the state, played together. 7 of the 9 starters in the lineup for Wolfe today are juniors. And they've all played together a long time. There's a pop-up, infield fly rule, perfect. So that couldn't have been dialed up any better.
That's
His first baseman for Estill County Raider catches it, and there's one down.
Well, that's big there. Get the first out, and the runners are still on first and second. They did not move them over. And here's another junior for them, Danny.
Number 34, Max Wisman.
Max Wisman, he's the shortstop, hitting .373. He's a left-handed batter. And now with one out, got to be careful about these base runners. See if Benny gets all froggy and tries a double steal or something in the dirt here.
Good point.
First pitch, just low. Ball 1.
Jack's not getting that low strike call, and that's what you got to feel out. You know that we've experienced that. You got to see what the umpire's strike zone is, and we used to say just be consistent, and we'll adjust to whatever your strike zone is, but be consistent.
That's mostly what I said.
Yeah, other few choices.
1-0. And there's a ground ball to second base. Could be a double play ball. There's a flip to shortstop. Over to first. And not in time. Here comes the runner. Heading for home.
Got it.
No, just under it.
You cannot do
Wolfe
that.
County gets under the tag. And on the double play, which barely missed at first base, they come around and the runner goes. Benny sends him, and they score the first run.
You've got to, and Mason. He's young. He's a sophomore, but you got to come over there. He was looking at the umpire like, I thought he was out. You can't do that. You got to look home.
Now
So
batting for the Wolves.
Credit Oliver as he was watching all the way around third.
he had a good base
And
running
heads
there.
up.
Great base running by Oliver. And the Wolves get an early lead here. Batting now for the Wolves, freshman Slade Freeman.
He's going to bunt for a base hit. He's on the right side, and it will go foul as he's pushing it.
Not
Slade
bad.
is the son of Jamie Freeman, who's from Estill County, grandson of Gary Freeman, who lives down in Lock 11 and bought our farm down there.
Yeah, a connection with you. And a lot of people.
Yeah, he's a freshman hitting .440. We need to get Gary getting back on the farm there and getting back at Estill County.
Gary was an excellent baseball player in his days. He played with Terry's brother, Joe Abney, and was a catcher. He was a really good player.
All right, runner on first, 2 outs, 1 run in. Freeman right up the middle, and this time Jack stabs it.
Good job by Jack.
Like I said, to have what happened and they do as good at things as they did in that first inning and only get 1 run, I almost count that as a victory, Jeff.
I do too.
Let's take a break.
Are you ready? Are you ready for a disaster? What will you do? How will you contact your family? Do you have fresh water or food stored? Estill County EMAC SEP wants you to answer yes to all these questions. Take time to make a family plan and a disaster kit today. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started. Prepare today for a safer tomorrow.
Hey everyone, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless, where we've got small town roots, but we've also got nationwide coverage that stretches from Pikeville to Portland, and yes, even across the pond. Lots of solutions with great prices and even better service. And when you need help, you're not stuck just pushing buttons on a call menu. You're talking to someone right here in our region. We care about keeping you connected wherever you go because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, as we're in the first round of the 14th region tournament, Estill County coming to bat as Wolfe County scores 1 in the top of the first. The rest of the bracket looks like this. Right here at Wolfe County High School, after this game will be Hazard taking on Knott County Central. And again, in that bracket, Estill, Wolfe, Hazard, Knott County Central, the top 4 RPI teams in the region. The bottom half of the bracket will be Breathitt versus Powell County at 4 o'clock, and Letcher Central taking on Perry Central at 7 o'clock. So a long day of baseball here on Memorial Day in the 14th region in Campton.
Well, this is interesting here. Really, the Wolves are going with probably their number 3 pitcher, Camden Oliver. But he has a great ERA, Danny, 1.86 on the year, and he's 1-1. He's a left-hander, but he's thrown about half the innings as Holland and Wishman. They've been their 2 top pitchers. But Wolfe County, as you said, they're kind of rolling the dice a little bit here in the first round and going with somebody that the engineers have not seen, and also is a left-hander. We talked about that.
Always difficult to see a left-hander. Camden Oliver is a junior, like all of them are, it seems like. He's 1-1 on the season, 26 innings pitched, as you said, has 29 strikeouts in those 26 innings. Has walked a bunch, though. He's got 20 walks as well, but a 1.86 ERA. First pitch is a little breaking pitch, and it is swung over, and way out in front is Berkeley Hardy, so 0-1 is the count. Berkeley hitting .260 on the season.
Solid year. Senior, he's played a great second base all year.
Lefty turns it over, tries to get a little screwball action, but the ball goes to screen 1-1.
I saw in the game that they played up here in April that Estill won 8-7. The big thing in that game was Estill had 12 walks. They only had 5 hits, but they had 12 walks.
Mercy.
And
there's a ball, 2-1 the count.
Wolfe County out-hit them. They had 12 hits, 7 runs. Estill had 5 hits and 8 runs, but the walks were the big issue. There he is again.
Here's a high fastball, 3-1 is the count. Yeah, Wolfe County's the higher-rated RPI team, but Estill County is undefeated against them, 2-0 against Wolfe County. Beat them twice this season, and interestingly, William, Estill County is undefeated against Wolfe, 15-0 since 2000.
There you go, and a base on ball, just like we was talking about.
There'll be a runner on first base. Berkeley Hardy will go to first. That'll bring up Logan Friend, the junior, hitting .468.
Well, in the game at Estill in late March, Bryce Drake just pitched a great game. They won 4-1. He pitched the whole game, 7 innings. Really a great game. It was an awesome game to watch. Estill really didn't put it away till late. But these are 2 evenly matched teams, Dan.
Got to watch that left-hander move. Oliver delivers, curveball in for a strike, first pitch curve, 0-1.
I see what Coach Crow does here.
He's going to old school signals. I like that.
His leading hitters up here.
If that was my signals, which I stole off Jody Orr, so we had about 20 years, that was a steal right there. Nope, not anymore. There's a ball outside. 1-1 the count.
All right, so what you do here, Danny, you're down 1-0. You got your leading hitter up, .468 on the year. Do you bunt him or do you go ahead and let him swing away?
Let him rip.
All right.
Here's the 1-1, it's ground ball. That's a double play ball. Second baseman flips to short, over to first. Double play. Oh, no, he said he pulled off the bag.
That's wild, yeah. That's wild right there.
Easy there, Ethan. Hey, that was a great call. Outstanding. I don't know who that umpire is, but.
Well, what I would say on that, we're looking from behind home plate, and he was right there on it. And that I know that guy. He's a veteran umpire. He also referees a lot of games.
Okay, he's assertively telling Benny his foot was a foot off the bag.
Well, the thing that's odd about this is Benny has worked with him as a referee. I know that. He's worked with him as a referee.
That's a little uncomfortable.
I think he said
That's uncomfortable.
Off. Well, if you come off, you come off. And he might have just came off too soon before the ball got there.
It was a tailor-made double play ball, and there was no reason for the first baseman to come off because the throw was right to him. He just got a little anxious.
Yes, he did.
All right, 1 out runner on first still for Estill, and the batter is Hayden Woolery, hitting .427, takes the first pitch for a ball. Yes, 1-0 the count.
Logan on first year, he's tried to steal 10 times on the year and been successful 8.
One out. Runner on first for Estill. Bottom of the first inning.
Good eye.
Pitches high for a ball. 2-0 the count. Oliver so far, as we said, he's got 20 walks in about 29 innings, and he has trouble finding the plate sometimes.
We need to be patient up there. And only swing at a pitch, 1, if it's a fastball, and 2, if it's right in your zone.
On
you
the first strike, if it's not exactly what you're looking for, you don't swing at it. And, man, that looked good.
Oh, that did.
3-0 the count.
He's not giving that low strike. I noticed that, Danny. He did the
not
same
giving much
thing to
anything.
Jax. He called in a strike higher in the strike zone, but he's not calling that low strike right now.
3-0 the count. Runner on first, 1 out for Estill County here in the bottom of the first. And, of course, that affects pitch counts because now it's not innings, it's pitches. Shows bunt, they just fake it, and it's a called strike on a little off-speed pitch.
Threw a curveball there. That's kind of wild on a 3-0.
That shows he feels more comfortable throwing that breaking
yes.
pitch right there than he does the fastball.
That's right.
3-1's the count, 1 out. Runner on first is Logan Friend for Estill County. Oliver sets, delivers. Curveball at the middle, off the pitcher Oliver, and that's going to be a base hit.
Good job.
Runners on first and second with a 1 out.
Good piece of hitting there by Hayden Rurig. He's the second leading hitter for the Engineers, 427, and he showed it right there with a ball right back up the middle for the first hit of the day for the Engineers.
And he lined it right up the middle. The pitcher's got to be careful today. Boy, there's some shots heading up the middle.
That's the third one right back up the middle.
Is.
So,
all right, Ray. So with runners on first and second, that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, as Billy Bruce calls him, Coop to Coop. Cooper Powell, sophomore third baseman, hitting .391 on the season.
He's had a well of the year. He's got 36 hits on the year. Danny, that's third on the team, and he has 23 RBIs to lead the team.
He's a ball player.
So he's
pitch outside.
He's the guy you want up right here with runners in scoring position. He's your leading RBI guy.
Sitting dead red right here, looking for something he can drive. Runners on first and second, exactly like Wolfe had in the first inning. They got 1 run. Let's see if Estill can match. There's a ball high. 2-0. The count, and I believe he's behind every batter.
Yes, he has, and he's calling timeout. Wolfe County assistant coach is going out, pitching coach, to talk to him. But I'm sure that Tanner Crow, that's one of the things that he said, reminded his team when they came up here. He said, remember last time? He said, they walked a lot of us, and that's how we won that game, putting runners on base and then getting key hits when runners are in scoring position.
We'll remind you and thank Marcum Wallace Hospital, the presenting sponsor for the 14th Region Tournament right here on WSKV. And we are on everything pretty much except NFHS, and we couldn't interrupt Tradio. Tradio's on, and since Tradio is off sometime, we might get the girls on WSKV.
Tradio's good, though. You find a lot of good stuff on
50-gallon bucket of lard. Where else you going to find something like that?
Pickled eggs. I like those real good.
I know you do. That's why we rode in separate vehicles.
That's right.
2-0 is the count. Runners on first and second. Cooper Powell up. And he's swinging, and he pops it up. Will it stay in play? It'll drift out over Estill County's dugout on the first base side. The wind looks like it's blowing left to right.
Yes, it is.
It'll take a poke to get it out of here.
Well, I like the aggressiveness there of Cooper Powell. He was sitting dead red on a fastball, and he just missed it, just a hair, just got under it a hair.
2-1 the count. You really want to get fancy, put the runners in motion right here, do a little hit and run. And there's a pitch outside.
Good eye.
3-1.
3-1 here. And again, you've got to be selective here, and I think Cooper's one of the best on our team at doing that. Looking for a pitch that you can hit. If it's not right where you want it, do not swing at it.
Here comes the 3-1. Off speed, called strike. He will call that outside strike if it's a curveball.
Yes, he will. And I agree with Cooper. He let that one go. He was looking fastball,
not what he's looking at.
And it was a curveball. Now you got to be ready to hit anything. Put it in play, right side.
Full count. And called third strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, that's one you got to Problem, you got to be swinging. It was a borderline pitch, but you got to be aggressive on that and be swinging.
Yeah. All right, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Estill down 1-0. Bryce Drake, sophomore, hitting .363, will step up to the plate.
And MVP of the 56th district. He had a well of the district.
Well, let's start working on the MVP for the 14th region and get a gapper right here. Takes a look. Man, I tell you, this guy is tighter than Dick's headband. I don't know what you got to throw to get a strike. That was a called a ball, and it benefits us, but that looked like
it looked like
it
looked like it was on the inside corner there. Good pitch.
I never believed in tight strike zones in high school. And then he calls that one 6 inches off the plate on the outside corner. I'm getting like
well, you're going to have to adjust. That's what it is. He is calling that outside
I'm not even
strike.
Involved in this game. I'm starting to get agitated.
But don't get thrown out.
I wonder if that's ever happened. Here's a ball in the dirt, and it is low. Yeah, we're a little bit of announcer poor right now, so we need to make sure we keep everybody eligible that is eligible.
We don't have anybody in the bullpen, Danny. I'll tell you that right now.
2-1. I can just look in the bleachers and drag somebody out there. I see Buford, the bus driver.
Yeah, he would do it. Buford would do it.
2-1.
Need a big hit here by Drake.
Oh, there's a little number right in front of the mound. Takes a bad hop on the catcher, and he's not going to get him. Yes, he is.
Nice play by the catcher.
He had a cannon. It took a bad hop, if you can believe it or not, right in front of the plate, and he bobbled it and juggled it, then got a hold of it and fired a cannon. So Estill County missed an opportunity. They get runners on first and second, can't get one in at the end of one complete. Right. It's Wolfe County 1 and Estill County 0. Back in a minute.
Since 1889, Carhartt's mission has been to build a better world with all hardworking people. This mission has not faded, and today the company is still family-owned and believes in giving back to the communities they serve. There's a long history of supporting the youth of Estill County, the Estill County school system, and the Area Technology Center. They're working to inspire, educate, and train the next generation. For career opportunities or to find a retailer near you, visit Carhartt.com. Carhartt, the choice of the engineers since 1889.
Do you want to be a part of growing Estill County into a better place to live, work, and play? Then consider a tax-deductible contribution to Estill Development Alliance. For over 25 years, EDA has been working to improve the quality of life for the people of Estill County. Through a multitude of projects and programs, we work to make our hometown the best it can be. Learn more or make a donation by visiting estill.org.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, Dan Wood along with Jeff Tate, Mr. Engineer, and Ethan Moore here at the 14th Region Tournament in Wolfe County on a beautiful day with beautiful facilities. It is all about baseball today. 4 games, Jeff. We'll be calling this one, and then immediately after this one will be Hazard versus Knott. And then coming up at 4 o'clock, Breathitt versus Powell County. Ken and Dave will have that one, I'm assuming. And then Letcher County Central and Perry Central finish it all up. All right, heading up for the top of the second, 6, 7, 8 hitters. Braden Wilson starts it off for Wolfe County, hitting .258, and he's an odd one. He's a senior.
That's right.
First pitch hitting is a 2-hopper over to third base and across the diamond for the out. Diving, it was the runner, but Estill County with the play, Cooper Powell over to Raider.
And there's the misconception, Danny, with that, you used to always teach that. Sliding does not give you an advantage in the first base. You should always just run through the base.
It is statistically proven that diving in the first base is slower than running through the bag.
Right.
So it does not make sense. And the only reason you dive, you'll say, why don't you dive? Well, how come you don't run through the other bags? Because you have to stop at second, third. And that's why you slide.
There you go.
You have to stop. Our first pitch.
Again.
It's a called strike. Yeah, we know where he's calling.
Yeah, right. Probably an inch or two off the plate.
I wouldn't throw anything but curveballs 8 inches off the plate.
Yeah, he's giving it to him. So that's what you got to do.
0-1, and that's what he did. Right back to it. Fouled off. 0-2. The count.
What we don't want here is a repeat of the first inning, hitting a batter with an 0-2 count.
And what happened to that runner?
Scored.
Yes, sir.
And took advantage
of logs, and when you put that lead off on, a hit by pitch.
Right. Great base running there by Wolfe in the first.
Here's 0-2, and it's a line shot. That was too good on 0-2, and that's going to be in left center. And they'll get over and cut it off before it gets in the gap, and it'll be a leadoff single for Braden Wilson.
No, that was Layden
What did Braden Wilson do last inning?
He just grounded out to the third baseman, dove into first.
I didn't even write it down.
There you go.
My bad.
But, yeah, that's a pitch. Billy Bruce would talk about that. 0-2 pitch. He all the time say you throw either a high fastball up around your eyes and in or outside, something that's not hittable.
He'd been fidgeting on that pitch in the dugout.
He'd been mad on that one, Bill would have.
There's a butt, and it is going to be foul. As Benny goes for a little small ball with one out. Jackson hauling up. He's a junior, hitting .237 in the 8-hole, left fielder.
And he has a twin brother on this team that's, I think, that's playing third base, Jaden.
Yep.
Halton. And twins here. So, like you said, junior. That's what we say, junior. You got a freshman and a senior. Besides that, it's all juniors.
Jackson East on the mound for Estill County. Holland shows bunt again. And then there's a move to first base. Runner's back.
Well, you got to watch this here. We commented on it the other day, me and Bill, coming in too close because Bart Risen used to be great at this. He would fake like he was going to bunt, and then he would slap it by the third baseman.
Yeah, that's the same thing he's doing, and the pitch is outside for a ball, way outside. Evens count 1-1. There's one out with a runner on first base for Wolfe County. They lead 1-0 here in the top of the second inning.
I'm sure that on this one he'll probably try to go back down the first base line again and move that runner over.
Jax comes set. Here's the pitch. He's swinging, fouls it straight back. 1-2 the count. Coming up at 2:30 today, Estill County playing Perry Central in softball. William Hardy and Billy Bruce.
The dynamic duo.
There's something like that. There's something. I guarantee you that. I'll be listening. I know that. Pitch outside. 2-2 the count.
Batman and Robin there. There you go.
Well, the battle will be to see who's who. Who gets a word
So
in.
True. Fighting for airtime. Nice pitch.
Took a little bit more off that slow-breaking Uncle Charlie curveball. Had him way out in front. And a big strikeout for Jackson East.
First one of the game there for Jax, too.
And it's so hard to get going at 10 a.m.
It is.
And he's a senior. He's an old man. He's taking a lot of hits in football, so he probably has to loosen up.
Well, we're talking about that to Mr. Butch Hardy walking up here. How you said 17-year-olds or 16-year-olds, you never know how they're going to react at 10 in the morning.
All right, here comes the number 9 hitter, Chance Fallen. Still a runner on first, 2 outs.
268 hitter on the year.
He's going to show bunt. Pulls it back. Pitch called a ball.
I can see this, even though you'll have 2 outs. He wants to give his two best hitters a crack at it. Oliver and Mullins up there, 1 and 2.
1-0 count. And he's bunting again, right in front of the plate. Catcher calls for it, and no one's covering first. No one was there. Let's hope that doesn't hurt. We'll give him a base hit.
Okay, that was...
Waddle came out, and I believe he had time to get him, but we just had a communication breakdown there.
I think Berkeley Hardy thought that Raider was going to go over and take the bag since it was on the third base side. I think he thought that's what was going to happen. And Mason thought that Berkeley was coming over. So there's some miscommunication there definitely by the engineers.
And this is a dangerous situation because that turns over the lineup with runners on first and second now for Camden Oliver, the leadoff. He was hit by the pitch and scored in the first inning.
And he's their top hitter, 414 on the year.
The only good thing we have going is we got lefty versus lefty right here. First pitch called for a strike.
And let's see here as far as... He has 25 RBIs on the year also, Danny. So he produces.
That means that Bomber lineup's getting on enough times for him to get those.
That's right.
Curveball way out in front. Yeah, he didn't like that.
0-2, Danny.
He's not getting anything close to the strike zone right here.
This has got to be outside. Hope. Yeah. I'd say a fastball.
Outside.
Outside.
Outside. Don't take a chance.
Yeah, that's right.
Curveball about 10 inches off the plate.
He about hit him, Danny.
Yep. I don't think that was a curveball. It just didn't get out in front of him and snap it.
Yeah. I swear, I think an outside corner fastball. Try to get him to chase it, see if he can go to the left. He might be able to.
1-2 the count. And time is called by Oliver. I was meaning to go over and see the fans for Wolfe County before the game. Didn't have time, but Oliver had a Steve Oliver, who was one of my student teachers back in the day from Wolfe County. And then also Wissman, Jody Orr had a student teacher from Wolfe County named Wissman. I was wondering if these are their kids. There's a pitch. Called third strike. Huge pitch. And Jack Sneeze comes through.
Great job there by Jack.
Shut down the threat. So at the end of 1.5, it's Estill County 0, Wolfe County 1. Back in a minute.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready to spring into savings with incredible deals on the latest smartphones? Or how about get unbeatable prices on select devices when you switch or upgrade? We have the deals that you don't want to miss going on now through May 31st. Want to know more? Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Spring into savings today because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
What makes Whitaker Bank uniquely Kentucky? It's our promise to be more than a bank. We're your partner in growth, success, and community. From personal banking to business solutions, we're here to guide you through today's opportunities and tomorrow's challenges. This is Angie Rogers. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank in Stanton. If you would like to learn more, give me a call at 606-663-2283. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Welcome back to the 14th Region Tournament at Wolfe County High School, presented by Marcum Wallace Hospital. Jeff, we've got a good one going here so far. It's early, but I'm getting a little I don't know, what did you call it? Just jitters, 14th Region jitters. It's always nerve-wracking on that first day of the tournament. Your kids, they eventually settle in, but everybody's a little bit nervous, and we've seen some of that with the hit pitches and the bobble plays and not covering and things like that. But it's 1-0 Wolfe right now.
Well, I think it's going to be. We had a great game. Me and Caleb called their game last year against Leslie County, and it was a barn burner right up to the 7th inning there on who was going to win that game. And very close game, and I think this is going to be the same way. Last year it was 4-3 was the score. Very close game. Came right to the end. I think this is going to be the same way, Danny. It's going to be tension, and you can cut it with a knife.
Yes, it is. All right, Estill County. Bryce Drake will be leading it off. Is that right?
No, it will be Mason Griggs.
Okay, what did Bryce do?
Bryce hit the little chopper in front of home that the catcher bobbled, and then threw a bullet down to first base to get him. You were commenting about that.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Mason Griggs, 6-hitter leading off for Estill County, hitting .338. He's a junior, DH. There's a curveball on the outside that he will call a strike every time.
Well, Estill County's going to have to adjust to that outside curveball and look to take it to right field, look to hit that ball to right. So that's something the engineers got to do.
Here's the pitch, and they try to do just that.
That's good, yeah.
Foul down the right side.
We were talking about it, me and Bill were, and I've not asked Coach Crow about that, but he's made the move of DH and Griggs, who was catching the first half of the year most of the games.
I'm not sure.
And he's got Waddle in there. And Waddle's an excellent catcher, too. But I was just curious if Griggs was having problems with his knees or what was going on. I didn't know.
1-2 the count. Mason, that pitch on the outside corner. Didn't call that one.
That was close.
Yep.
But it was low, too. He's not giving that
He's not getting a low ball.
Not giving that low strike. Be ready here and be aggressive.
2-2 count. Fastball. Ground ball 2. Hopper to shortstop. They charge, throw across, and got the out. And first baseman looks back to make sure his foot's on the bag. A little smart alecky.
Yeah. That was.
Umpire might foul that away.
Yeah. Don't do that. You want to be nice to the umpire and everything, so hopefully you might get a call.
I was always nice to the umpire.
There you go. Most times.
100% of the time. All right, here we go. They got what they deserve. Mason Rader, left-handed hitter for Estill County, 322 hitter. Sophomore, takes first pitch for a ball, 1-0.
Mason's had a real good year for a sophomore, 322, and he's had a good year pitching also.
Curveball.
Ooh, let that go.
That
Good
looked like a
eye.
strike.
Yeah.
He don't call inside pitches.
No.
And you
Mason.
see some frustration starting to build. Benny's like, where's that?
Mason's somebody they can use in the if they advance in the region. He is 2-0 with a 3.38 ERA. So Estill's got 5 good pitchers if they can get by this first game here.
I always said you got to have 3 good pitchers to win a region. Estill does.
Good job.
That's fastball misses. And it's 3-0.
I don't think he'll be swinging at all.
I'd be shocked. Here's a pitch.
It's inside.
Inside for a
That
ball.
was inside. Good eye there by Mason.
So Estill County have a runner on first with 1 out, and that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Jack Sneese. The seniors had a down year hitting-wise, and, of course, Billy Bruce was saying the other day, looks like he's pulling his shoulder out a lot, and it's be harder to keep Eddie in against a left-handed pitcher.
Right, but he hit a shot against Powell County.
Well, that's why he's in the lineup. He's a big game player.
He hit a triple. He got a triple.
Yeah.
So he's capable of hitting a big shot for him.
And swings and misses on the curveball.
Yeah,
He's a big game player.
Keep that shoulder and keep that head in there. Keep it down on the pitch. Watching the ball hit the bat. There's strike 2.
Called strike on the inside corner. And Jax is down 0-2 now. Man, this weather feels perfect.
A little windy, but besides that, it's fine.
Yeah, blowing my hair everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed that.
In my eyes. Here's strike 3 called on the outside corner. He called that one.
Yep.
So 2 down. Runner on first base for Estill, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Dawson Moore, junior, hitting .281, the center fielder, and you love him as a center fielder.
Oh, gosh, he is great. Brewer was great last year. This guy is just as good, covers a lot of ground, and he's an excellent bunter too, Danny. He's the best bunter on the team.
Takes first pitch for a ball.
He has dyed he's gone blonde here for the region. I've noticed that. He's did a dye here for the region.
Yeah, it looks like the trend didn't catch on with his teammates. He'd probably like, y'all will do it too if I do it first.
No, I ain't doing it.
No, we're not.
Good eye.
Left that curveball outside. Count is 1-1.
But he is, like I said, he's their number 5 starter pitching-wise. But in center field, between him and Worry and Friend, they cover a lot of ground out there.
He's number
really
5
good.
pitcher, and he's pitched 18 innings and has a 0.00 earned run average.
Right.
That's pretty good.
Good eye.
Pitch taken high for a ball. Now he's ahead in the count.
So if he can get a walk here, we get back up to the top of the order.
We're like mirroring each other.
Yes.
Both teams doing the same thing.
Yep, that's right.
They've scored 1 more than we have. Wolfe County leads 1-0. Playing on their home field.
Great
ball
eye.
4. Runners on first and second now.
Third walk of the game for the Engineers. They have 3, and like we said, they had 12 up here when they played in April.
And here comes their pitching coach going to talk to Mr. Oliver again. Don't forget your presenting sponsor for the 14th Region Tournament, Marcum Wallace Hospital. And also happy Memorial Day to everyone out there.
Oh, they're going to make a pitching change, Danny.
They are.
So,
remembering those that fell for our country. Sometimes people get confused of what each Veterans Day is for anyone who served, and Memorial Day is for those who have fallen in combat. As we said earlier, Gordon Hardy, brother of Donald Hardy.
Right.
Uncle of William Hardy. They go to his grave each Memorial Day.
Now let's see who they bringing in here. 34.
That would be Max Wisman, the junior. He's 6-1 on the season, 46 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, 8 walks, 1.35 earned run average.
He's
That's probably
their
who
ace.
you were expecting
He
they
was
would
their
start
ace.
in the first
Yeah.
place, weren't you?
Yeah, he's their ace.
He's going to have Berkeley Hardy he'll face. One thing about it, though, when you bring him in relief, the starting pitcher
I know
who's
it's
used
hard.
to starting
Warming
doesn't
up.
get as much chance to warm up and get the feel for what he's got that day. Berkeley Hardy grounded out to second base. Oh, actually walked in the first inning and then was forced out.
Yes,
on an almost
fielder's
double
choice.
play.
Yeah. Now they have not faced him on the year. He's their top pitcher, and really he has 59 strikeouts on the year, Danny. That's very impressive. He's only given up 37 hits and 9 earned runs in 46 innings pitched, 46 2/3.
He'll inherit runners at first and second, but there are 2 outs. So it'll be up to Berkeley Hardy see if we can cash in here. Estill County is trailing in the bottom of the second, 1-0 to Wolfe County.
And as Billy Bruce said the other night, and me and him did one of the games at Estill against Lewis County, Estill did not get timely hits, and they won that game like 4-0, but should have won it probably 8 or 9-0.
Big games are won with 2 out hits.
Timely hits, as Bill said.
There's a curveball over for a strike. His curveball's a little more sharper breaking, but again threw it on the first pitch, so he's comfortable with it.
And looks like he's got a little more oomph on that fastball, too.
I would agree. Here's the 0-1. Down and away, gets away from the catcher. He's going.
Oh.
And the throw down. He's in there.
Woo, we got
lucky.
There.
It was a high throw.
Yes.
And if it hadn't been, we would have been out right there at third base. But as it is, it works out. We got runners on second and third. And a big 2-out hit right here will probably plate 2.
Yeah, when he went, I didn't think it was good.
Here's
Look at here.
1-1. It's 2-1 now. I think the scoreboard is wrong.
It is 2-1. And you're right. It seems like there's a little problem. He's not loose yet. Having a little problem with his control right now.
Here's a pitch right down the middle, dribbled off to the right side. Turn my dinger off. That's another thing. We got to tell Billy Bruce to turn his sound off on his phone. Got that choo-choo. You hear that?
We used to preach widen the stance, shorten the swing, maybe choke up a little bit on the bat here.
Foul right back at us. And now the deuces are wild, as Billy Bruce
Bruce,
that's 2-2.
His catchphrase.
He's already got T-shirts made.
And hats, I hear. Woo!
Just missed down low.
Man.
Just missed.
He has not given that all game, but that was close. You're right.
All right, full count.
Come on, you got to
2
do a
outs.
job.
Estill trails by 1. Runners on second and third.
Do a job, Berkeley here.
From his windup, Wisman goes, fouled straight back.
Well, good job. He's making him work.
He's battling.
That's what you got to do.
This would be the timely hit indeed
that you would need right here.
Here's the pitch. Oh, that's a good little slider around the outside part of the plate and got rid of it, fouled it off.
A sharp break to it, Danny, and it did drop also. So that was a good pitch there.
Good job getting rid of it by Hardy. 3-2 again. And he flies down. It's a blooper. Shortstop's got it.
Yep.
All right, the threat is ended. Estill can't score, but they do threaten. At the end of 2 complete, it's Wolfe County 1, Estill County 0. Back in a minute.
Caring for you and your family. Mercy Primary Care Irvin is here for you and your family throughout every stage of your life. From infants to the elderly, we care for all ages. And we're right here in Estill County, so we're ready when you need us. Our services include well baby and well child visits, vaccines, back to school, camp and sports physicals, and allergy shots. Mercy Primary Care in Irvin offers compassionate care with even better convenience. We fit your schedule with same-day appointments and extended hours. To schedule an appointment, call today at 606-723-7771. Mercy Primary Care in Irvin, 606-723-7771. Affiliated with Marcum Wallace Memorial Hospital. Here for you and your family. The Estill County Sports Network would like to thank the Estill County Board of Education for their partnership in bringing you the broadcast of Estill County Sports on NFHS, WSKV Radio, streaming radio at listenlikealocal.com, and in some cases, Facebook Live. We couldn't do it without the superintendent, board members, teachers, faculty, and staff, coaches, and mentors. You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, Dan Wood and Jeff Tate here with you in the first round of the 14th Region Baseball Tournament. At 2:30, Billy Bruce Wiseman and William Park Hardy together for the first time. We'll be doing the second round, semifinals of the Estill County Softball Tournament, and that's going to be a good one. I'll be tuning in for that one. Estill County taking on Perry Central. Here it's the top of the third inning, and showing bunt is Jaden Mullins. What? He had a base hit in the first inning, hitting .414 on the season.
Well, they got the meat of their order here, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is a key inning here for not only Wolfe County but Estill County. If they could shut them down here, that would be big because they got their top hitters up this inning.
Jackson East on the mound. The big lefty bounces one at the plate. They'll even the count at 1-1.
Wolfe County coach hustling down there to pick it up.
You wouldn't be chasing that thing down either. Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Here's a pop-up on the right side.
Can of corn should be. Let's see if he can get it.
It's drifting on him, but
Good
he does.
job, Berkeley.
That'd be Berkeley Hardy. Wind carrying that one and almost all to the foul line, but he stayed with it. So 1 up and 1 down. They'll bring up Chris Evans for Wolfe County. He popped up in the first inning.
Popped at Mason Rader over there in the first.
At first base. Jackson East delivers.
Not getting that low strike. You're just not going to get it, Danny. I know you've got your hands up. I know what you mean, but
where's it at?
You're not going to get it. You got to bring it up some. He's not calling that. He's not doing it for either team.
Quit taking up for him.
That'll look better.
2-0 the count.
Woo.
I'm sure he's a very nice person.
Me and him could drink a cup of coffee together and have a good chat.
Break bread. 2-0. And swinging on the 2-0 and fouled off. Benny with the.
Look at there. Good move there, Benny. He's got good hands down there. Snagged it.
Showboated a little bit.
Snagged it. Did a double pump before he threw it back to Jax there.
Doing a lot. 2-1 the count, 1 out. Jackson East delivers curveball, line shot in the left field for a base hit. Left that one up with William. Jeff left that one up, kind of hung it a little bit, and that's what happens.
Yeah. Up in the strike zone, he made Jax pay for that one.
Now bring up Max Wisman. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the first, and he's hitting .373 on the season. I'll give you 2 guesses what class he's in.
Would be junior, would it?
You are correct.
He's on the mound right now for him, so he's their best pitcher and a real good hitter. He's batting in that 4-hole.
Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Jax delivers, and down for a ball, 1-0.
Jax, and he went through a stretch of this in the game against Powell County where he was not getting ahead in the count, and that really kind of hurt him some, but he needs to get ahead. That's very important if he can.
Here's the one. Outside, 2-0.
So this is a hitter's count here, Danny. He's going to be aggressive. Need to try to get him maybe to swing at something that's not right in the heart of the plate.
Steps off, throws towards first, back easily. I hate those little chants they do when they don't pick them off in the dugouts. We did not do that.
No, we did not.
2-0.
And I know what Billy Bruce would have said when they said that.
Bush League. Shows bunt. He's taken all the way. Called strike. 2-1 the count.
On the inside corner there.
I'm surprised he had him taking a good hitter.
Yes.
I'd have him hunting a fastball.
I don't want this. 373 on the year, and also he has 20 RBIs.
2-1 count. That's a hit and run count. They're not going. Fouled it off down the left side.
Good job by Jax to battle back. 2-2 count.
And this is the pitch you want to get him. If I'm pitching, I want to get him on the 2-2 pitch.
Right.
Because I don't want to go 3-2 and have the pressure of that situation.
And be hit and run maybe going.
That's why we call that the action pitch. Usually going to get some action on the 2-2 pitch. He's going to move to first. Just a little show-me move. I'm aware of you over there. Wolfe County leads 1-0 here in the top of the third.
Throw me a ground ball right here.
I'll do my best. And back to first. 2-2 count. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And that's a one-hopper. Right. We drop it, but we flip to second, and we get him there, but that's going to cost us two.
Yep.
We would have had a double play ball, but we bobbled the exchange. You got to catch it first. That's the most important. You can't do anything with the ball until you secure it.
That's exactly right.
Number 5, Slade Freeman.
But we'll take the out.
2 outs. That's the big thing now.
Runner on first. That'll bring up Slade Freeman.
If you remember in the first, Slade, he hit a line drive, shot right back up the middle, and Jack snagged it.
Out of self-protection.
Snagged it, so good play there.
So runner on first, 2 down. First pitch called a strike.
Now, Danny.
Curveball up and high on the outside corner. Yep.
He's got one in his back pocket. The runner on first has one. These little sliding gloves they have and wear. Thoughts?
That's to protect her from jamming. He must slide head first when he slides into the bag. It's from jamming your fingers.
Well, I understand that.
What?
Did you ever have a sliding glove?
I did not.
Did I ever have a sliding glove?
Well, that doesn't mean.
Oh, okay.
Well,
we
didn't wear seatbelts either, and we laid in the back window of the sedan.
I used to
driving. Here's a ground ball to shortstop, and that'll be the third out.
That's just baseball. I think. That's just baseball.
I like that old school mentality. All right, at the end of 2.5, it's still Wolfe 1, Estill County 0. Back in a minute.
Hello, I'm Kaylee Carroll, Marketing Director for CG Bank. Here at CG Bank, community means everything. It's why we do what we do. At CG Bank, we are your hometown bank, and we are here for you because we are you. We are not here just building business, but building relationships. That's community banking. That's my bank. Stop by any of our 7 convenient locations in Irvin, Richmond, Berea, London, or Stanton and see what community banking is all about. Or visit us online at www.cg.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loan subject to approval. Contact an employee for further information about applicable fees and terms.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
We are back here at Wolfe County High School, first round of the 14th region tournament. Estill County trailing Wolfe 1-0 as the Engineers will come to bat here in the bottom of the third. So far, it's been a very good ball game. Jeff, we know 2 things. We knew this was going to be a good ball game, and you're old school. Those are 2 things we knew coming in.
But here in this
get them sliding gloves out of here.
That's everybody's got their opinion, but that's fine. This is a big inning, though, for the Engineers here. They got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. We've got our 3 best hitters up, Danny, here, average-wise. And this is an inning we need to score a few runs.
And that Wolfe had the same situation. Jax was able to shut them down, and we'll see what Wissman can do with our bunch. First pitch swinging foul ball, Logan Friend. His dad, Bill, looking on.
And great year, like you said, for Logan there. 468. Woo, man, that's really good.
Excellent. There's a pitch on the outside.
Woo,
just misses.
Didn't give that.
Benny's about to have an aneurysm over there. squirming around every time he doesn't get a strike.
Yeah, that was a ball.
Curveball fouled off. That'll make it 1-2 on Logan Frant.
Logan, again, one of the top pitchers for Estill also on the year. He's had a real good year on the mound, too.
Yeah, these two teams are going to battle a bunch next year, too. All right, here's a ground ball to shortstop. Wisman was on shortstop, but whoever's replaced him whips it over to first for the first out.
They got on, that is, let's see, who's playing?
Number, I can't see the number. 11?
I think it might be. Not for sure.
We'll call him Dave Concepcion. Anyway, one out. One up and one down for Estill County. That'll bring up Hayden Woolery. He's got a hit. Takes a first called strike. Hit a line drive off the pitcher and was able to reach.
In the first. And
one of the few hard hit balls that we've had today. And there's a fastball that is sky. That's a can of corn.
That is a can of corn.
And that'll be Mullins out there. He'll get it. Just missed it because he was a mile high. And it was a fastball. He was on it, just got under it a little bit. So 2 up and 2 down in the heart of our lineup here. And that'll bring up Cooper Powell.
Super duper Cooper.
He struck out looking.
Yeah, I had a pitch he thought was on the inside corner. Was inside, but the umpire thought it was on the inside corner.
First pitch is taken low for a ball. I would say in the dirt, but it's not. It's turf. All turf. I do love the fact, if you're just listening and not watching, that they have the brown turf in the areas that usually have dirt. I like it when they do that. 1-1 the count. Last pitch was a ball.
Turf all over.
Brian Powell says, hit a ball. Pitch low.
Well, now he's got a hitter's count here. 2 balls, 1 strike. I always like to see, just like the Lady Engineers did the other night in the game against Knott. They got some big hits with 2 outs to win that game, Dave.
Well, they needed them because they hadn't hit a thing up until then. There's a curveball. Inside corner called for a strike. Makes it 2-2. Deuces wild for the second time today.
Good
outside.
eye.
Never close.
Yep.
Full count.
Put a good swing on it here, Cooper.
Wisman takes his time.
Good eye.
And misses high.
Good eye.
Ball 4.
Fourth walk.
Have a runner. Yeah, they've put
fourth
him on
walk
base.
of the game.
They'll make a runner on first base with 2 outs, and I bring up Bryce Drake. He dribbled one in front of the mound, out 2-3 in the first inning. I can faintly hear the cicadas waking up as well, I think.
Yeah, they got their morning Java, and they're ready to go.
First pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup, maybe.
Yeah, it was.
Off speed. Good pitch, way up front. It looked
Yeah.
just like a fastball down the gut. We swing right over top of it. Bryce Drake, just a sophomore. He's a solid baseball
He's solid,
player.
that's right.
Curveball,
Right
grounded
back
up the
up.
middle. Shortstop's there, though, and he'll step
He's
on
got
the bag to end the inning. So Estill fails to score, and it's still after 3 complete. Wolfe County 1, Estill County 0. Back in a minute.
Since 1931, Carhartt has called Estill County home. The citizens came together on the promise of 18 jobs during the Great Depression, and on this promise secured funding to build a manufacturing facility that still stands today. Currently, this facility in Irvine, Kentucky employs over 230 folks, providing countless opportunities for them and their families, and serves as the global supply chain operations center for the Carhartt brand. For career opportunities or to find a retailer near you, visit Carhartt.com. Carhartt, the choice of the engineers since 1889.
Man, I love my place, my home is my castle. I want to fix it up, but I don't want to hassle. When I need advice and the tools to get through it, my do-it-center Estill really knows how to do it.
Come save big on all your lumber products at their fantastic lumber yard at Meads Do-It Center, 218 River Drive in Irvin.
They got everything and more at my Do-It Center store. I'm gonna do it today. Give me the tools and the knowledge and get out of my way. They got everything I need and more at my Do-It Center store.
You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School as Estill County trails 1-0 as we're still early, but it's not as early as it was, Jeff, and Estill needs to start hitting the ball.
We got to start hitting the ball. Estill County, no runs on one hit. We've got to get the bats going. Wolfe County, 1 run on 4 hits. But really, Danny, it comes down to a mental error we made there in the first inning, and we didn't see the guy base running all the way from second to score. And we were looking at the double play thinking that we had turned it. We didn't. The guy scored, so it really should be 0-0 right now.
Wolfe County at the plate. Top of the 4th inning. They'll have the 6, 7, 8 hitters starting with Braden Wilson. He grounded out to third in his first at bat. First pitch swinging, and it's popped up on the infield. Now, yeah, we got it.
Bryce, he's got it.
Bryce Drake drifting back. I thought he couldn't see it at first.
I think at first he had a hard time finding it. I was kind of shocked there.
You're talking about that situation. That's my excuse for drilling cutoff bunt situations, but over and over was that sometime in the tournament, at some point, if you don't get very far, there will be one play that a game is going to come down to, and we don't want it to happen to us.
Yeah, it could be just one little mental error, and it can maybe cost you the game. You hate to say that, but it can. But here, McWhorter, remember he had an 0-2 count, and he ripped one for a hit last time.
First pitch was a ball. Here comes the 1-0, and he rips
it again.
Will we get to it? Diving play. We don't get it. They call safe. They say he didn't catch it, that he trapped it.
Yeah.
Umpire, give him credit. He was on the scene and right out there next to it.
That was great effort, though, out there by Dawson Moore. Great effort by him.
And he didn't come up arguing about it, so
yeah.
I want to say it was a good call.
I think it was.
Great effort.
Great effort.
And a good job trapping it, because if that ball got by him, that'd have been 2, maybe 3.
Well, that's what I used to tell all of our outfielders there. All right, if you go dive after a ball, get your body down there in front of it, block it up, prevent an extra base.
To bring up the number 8 hitter, Jackson Holland. He struck out.
One of Jack's 2 strikeouts on the day.
He's showing bunt. Gets it down. Jackson's got it. He's going to go to first. That's the easy out. Smart play right there. Now there's 2 outs and a runner on second. That'll bring up number 9 hitter, Chance Fallon.
Now batting, number 17, Chance Fallon.
He had a bunt hit.
Yeah, the last
time. Back in the second inning. So
yeah, we mishandled the bunt that time and didn't have people in the right position. We made 2 mental errors, but that one did not hurt us. We were able to get out of the inning.
Runner in scoring position. Haven't been many of them today. He's showing bunt again. Gets it down. Jackson's got to come get it. He's going to have to hurry. He throws, and he's safe. There'll be a runner on first and third. Man. So 2 bunt hits for Chance Fallon. That brings up Camden Oliver, their probably best hitter. Big play right here. And we got a first and third situation. So if Camden gets 2 strikes on him, you might look for Benny to put something, try to get something going.
Yeah, get a pickoff play where you're getting a run down and manufacture a run.
Got to be ready for it.
I thought maybe Waddle maybe should have came out on that one. What do you think?
It's tough. You know, it was in no man's land. To each other.
It was in no man's land. You're right.
And that'd be the catcher's call. If he thinks he's got a better shot at it, he'd call off the pitcher.
Well, Jax had to get it and then turn and throw because he was on the third baseline.
Being a left-hander.
Tough. Yes.
It was an excellent bunt.
God, super bunt. You're right. But here you go. You got their leading hitter here, 414, Oliver on the year. He scored the only run. So this is it. We need an out here. We do not need to give up another run.
Runners on first and third. Wolfe leads 1-0. Cheese is thinking about binding right here. It's getting tight. And there's a move over to first base.
Well, we used that several times. I remember you did quite a bit, where you do the pickoff move, and if runs were scarce, get picked off of first, getting a run down, then try to score a run before you make the last out of the inning. So
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of an act of desperation, actually.
Well, I always seen it in a tight game a lot of times when it's hard to get runs. You might manufacture one.
And there's a ground ball, one hopper to the first baseman, and Estill gets out of it. We'll keep it right where it is, 1-0 Estill. We'll come back in just a minute.
El Ranchito Mexican Restaurant is El Centro Fiesta for engineers. The top-notch comida, festive, roomy atmosphere, quick, friendly service, and late open hours are just a few reasons why the engineers go there after their games. Stop in at 103rd Street in Ravenna for a little taste the whole family can enjoy. Call to order ahead for takeout at 606-726-0428. That's El Ranchito, the choice of the engineers, young and old.
My name is Angela Drake. Whether you have questions about your 401k, IRA, personal investments, or even life insurance, I can help. I've helped many of our neighbors to pursue better financial stability, even in this stormy financial climate. I'd love the opportunity to put my experience to work for you and earn your business.
That's your financial advisor, Angela Drake. Stop by her new location in the newly remodeled plaza next to Mead's Do-It Center on River Drive in Irvin, or call 606-723-0055.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
Back here at Wolfe County High School on a beautiful Memorial Day as we have 4 baseball games in the first round of the 14th region tournament. Estill County and Wolfe are getting it going here at 10 a.m. and they've settled into what is a really good baseball game, Jeff.
Yeah, it is, and Estill County's been very fortunate. Wolfe County has threatened. They've had runners on base in all 4 innings, but we have only given up 1 run, Danny. That's huge right now because we're still in this thing, and if we can get some production here out of the bottom of our order, we can turn this game around.
Absolutely, and credit Jackson East, the old veteran on the mound.
Oh, yeah, I love Jax.
First pitch fastball taken for a strike by Mason Griggs, the 6th hitter for Estill. He's hitting .338 on the season. Grounded out to shortstop last time.
Wolf's going to go with Wisman there. That's their best against our best.
There's a good curveball right there as he gets him swinging and missing. 0-2 the count. And Wisman looks like he's getting a little more comfortable out on the mound.
Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. Put it in play here. Go to right.
At a premium. Perfect 0-2 pitch just off the plate outside.
Great pitch.
And good job by us not chasing.
Yeah, not a strike, but you're trying to get the batter to chase it.
Close enough to chase.
Oh, Lord, and he's chirping in there.
Benny has been chirping the whole time, and the umpire is saying, okay, we're going to have to get quiet now. That's umpire on umpire crime right there. Benny Campbell.
He's coming back to him.
You better be careful.
Yeah.
Not allowed to argue balls and strikes.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right, Danny.
Benny says, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. And, like we said, the problem is Benny works with these guys. Referees.
Umpire on umpire crime.
That's right. It's not good. That's not good.
Make it uncomfortable in the locker room
for
refereeing basketball next year. 1-2. And that pitch in the same spot, just a little closer. Benny's going to have to be chomping his tail over there.
Walked off, pulled his head off, and threw it down.
Down the Dairy Queen.
I heard him say son of a something. I don't know what it was.
Complete that sentence.
We'll bleep the rest.
Complete that phrase.
Yes.
Here's the 2-2.
There we
go. Is lined up the middle. And nice a diving catch by Mullins of Wolfe County.
Great play there.
On his knees to get the out.
Great play there by center fielder for Wolfe County. That was a good piece of hitting there. I have to give Mason credit. Great piece of hitting there. And hit us just one right on the nose, but center fielder for Wolfe came in sliding play and made a real good play on that.
Wolfe County, they're looking at this junior bunch to get their first region championship in baseball. Benny Campbell, their baseball coach, has already reached that plateau at Wolfe County in softball.
Right.
The first softball
and like I said, they did do that a couple of years ago in the All-A. They were able to do that, which is big. But they want to try to get a regional championship.
First pitch curveball fouled off into the dugout of Wolfe County. That wakes up the freshman over there sitting in the corner.
There you go. But I don't think Wolfe has ever won a regional championship.
They have not.
In any sport.
They have in softball.
Oh, did they win it in softball?
Yeah.
My bad.
In fact, won 2 in a row. Benny won one when he was coaching.
My bad.
Pitch outside.
All right.
Ball.
Boys teams. Any boys teams have won it?
They haven't won in baseball. Not sure about the others.
No, basketball they haven't either. They've got to the finals a couple of times.
Another foul off down the left side. Go over the hill. Not make it all the way down to the parking lot.
There we go. But you got to give Wolfe County up here credit. They do have a beautiful facility here, baseball and softball.
It's obvious they made a conscious decision. We're going to invest in our kids right here. There's 0-2 swing and a miss, and 2 down. Yeah, they made an investment in their kids with the facilities
Which
and
I
everything.
think is great.
And then you've seen the performance rise.
That's right.
I think one thing in Estill we've always done is taken the sticks sports seriously. So baseball, softball, golf, we put a stick in our hands.
Yeah.
We've always been pretty good.
We have. We've competed always in those sports. I agree with that 100%.
Here comes Jack Sneese. He struck out looking and back in the second inning, 0 for 1. First pitch swinging, fouls it off left side.
Jax needs to, just like Bill said, keep that right shoulder in, keep that head in. Don't pull it out. Stay down on the ball. Put a good swing on it and try to get us a hit here at the bottom of the order.
Pitch taken for a ball. They'll even the count at 1-1.
Estill County here to look at us. Only 1 hit on the night, Danny, and that's huge right now. We've had several. We've had 4 walks, I think. Yeah, 4 walks on the night. So we've got 4 runners on base that way, but we've only had 1 base hit. So that's really a stung tonight. The Estill County bats are kind of silent, and we're hitting .334 as a team.
Previous pitch taken for a ball. This one called for a strike.
That's a good pitch.
It was.
It was a good pitch. Everybody moaned.
Well, it's a close game in the region. Everybody's going to be upset from this point on.
Deuces wild here, Danny. Deuces wild.
There we
BB,
go.
That's for you.
Here's a ground ball. Rolled over to second base to Hopper. They're not going to get him.
He's safe.
I'm going to give him a base hit on that one.
Get back. Good job.
That ball had some English on it. Had some spaz on it, as
what do you think?
William Hardy would say. I'm going base hit on that.
Well, I agree with you. I like that.
That's a tough
Me and
play.
Bill that was a tough play. You got to give Jax credit. We're going to have a runner coming in. He'll probably be, number 2 for the Engineers.
Garrett Holloway.
And, man, Danny, this young man is going to be good. He comes in when Bryce Drake pitches and plays short, and he had a big game up here against Wolfe County the last time when they were here. So he's really going to be a good player next year for him, I think.
There's a third trip to the mound for the assistant pitching coach for Ethan's broken out the Monster Energy drink. He must have been up DJing last night.
Yeah, he must have been up around 4 a.m. Getting things set up.
All night raid.
For at both Estill and up here at Wolfe, just burning up the Mountain Parkway.
He's never doing anything. Always at the house, laying on the couch.
Don't think so.
He's opposite. I don't think he's ever home.
I know. Burning that van up.
First pitch. Taken for a ball.
Dawson Moore there, real good eye last time. He got on base. He was one of the walks last time for the Engineers.
Yeah, so with the runner on first, 2 outs. Number 9 hitter up. Moore takes one for a called strike this time. 1-1 the count.
That's a good thing to do there, I think, by Dawson. He's, he's thrown some balls to him. Just make him throw a first strike here at the bottom of the order, and then see if you can get a hit here. I wouldn't be surprised if he bunts.
There's one right down the Broadway, as the Cowboy would say.
As a meat
1-2
pitch.
the count.
Meat pitch. You're going to have a curveball here. I'd say that off-speed curve.
Bet you're right. No, fastball blew it right by him.
Blew it right by him, yes.
Strikeout, and Estill County fails to score in the 4th inning. And at the end of 4 complete, it's still Wolfe County 1, Estill County 0. Back in a minute.
Harness Health Pharmacy, located next to Mercy Primary Care of Irvin, looks forward to meeting all of your pharmacy needs. Prescription services, vaccinations, and over-the-counter recommendations are provided by their friendly, knowledgeable staff. They make it their mission to provide inexpensive options in diabetes testing supplies and common over-the-counter medications. They accept most insurances and are happy to work with you and your provider to find affordable solutions to the care that you need. For more information, call 606-726-8270. That's Harness Health Pharmacy, located next to Mercy Primary Care of Irvin.
Thinking about buying a home, starting a business, or tackling a renovation? Whitaker Bank is here to help you make it happen. This is David Johnson, and I'm the Senior Commercial Lender at Whitaker Bank in Stanton. We understand that every financial decision is personal. That's why we offer expert guidance tailored to your needs. Let's find the right solution for you. Call me today at 606-663-2283, and let's take the next step together. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, first round of the 14th region tournament. We've got a good one starting it off. Top of the bracket, if you joined us late, the top 4 seeds RPI-wise are all in the top bracket. And Estill County having a tough one here with the number 2 team RPI-wise in the 14th region, Wolfe County. Estill County defeated Wolfe County
twice,
both times, 2 out of 2 in the regular season. And they've never lost to Wolfe County in high school since the year 2000, Jeff.
Oh, I didn't know
15 straight. But they're down 1-0 right now when it counts.
But Wolfe County won 20 games. They only lost 10, and Estill County gave them 2 losses. So.
Absolutely. They played a good schedule for Wolfe County, and Estill County did as well. So
all right, meet of the order up, Danny, for the Wolves. 2, 3, and 4 here. So big inning here for Jacks. Keep it close and see if we can scratch out a couple of runs.
Absolutely. Jack's in good shape pitch-wise, fouled off on the first pitch. He's only at 42 right now, working into the 5th inning. Mullins, he is 1 for 2, the number 2 hitter.
And Jack's faced this same group back in the 3rd and really only faced 4 batters and got through it.
Slow curveball, grounded to third. Nice play over there. Does he have time to get him out?
No,
he does not.
That was a super play there by Cooper Powell, I tell you.
Cooper Powell went to his left, went to his knee, backhanded, popped up, and a strong throw across. But Mullins just too fast. Maybe the fastest player on the team.
Well, of course, yes, he is. Got great speed.
That was a great play. Good baseball game we got going here.
Yeah.
That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Chris Evans. He's 1 for 2. Mullins on first base, Jeff, has 23 steals.
That's what I was looking at.
They haven't looked comfortable against this left-handed move from Jacks, though.
Yeah.
First pitch of ball. There's 2 strategies you can use. You can read the left-hander's move, or you can just go on first move.
I was looking
and gamble.
He's attempted stolen bases 23 out of 24, Danny, on the season. So he's really got good speed and reads the pitchers well.
Here comes the 1-0. He's going. And they got him picked off. He went on first move. Here's the throw down to second, and he still beat it. He just went first move right there, and Jacks goes with the high leg kick move, and he just outran the throw.
That's the speed there that did it.
And now with the 1-0 count, might see a bunt situation right here.
Oh, I would. I think you definitely are too. Even though it's your 3rd hitter, number 3 hitter, get that guy to third. Anything can happen. I think if you're Wolfe, runs are a premium here today.
Cooper Powell playing even with the bag at 3rd. He's bunting. And the runner's going. Throw down. He's got it beat again. Easily. Ooh. So 2 straight steals.
All right, if you're Engineers and they are doing that, Tanner's got them
coming in.
You're coming in. You got to prevent another run from scoring here.
Also, Wyatt Waddle got to block everything up right here. That was a good job of that.
That was a good thing they did. I know you did that several times. Same thing. Fake bunt, steal.
Trying to get that third baseman to come in. Cooper didn't. He was right there. And here's a 3-0. Pitch outside.
This is a key inning here, Danny, for the Engineers.
No doubt. We're in the top of the 5th here.
Would you give him the green light?
No. Ball 4. Runners on first and third. It was an emphatic no, wasn't it?
Yeah, don't take any time to think about it. No.
All right, first and third. And now Max Wisman up, who's is now pitching, and is that Tanner Crow going to
Tanner's
go out to
coming
the mound?
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to make a move here. Or...
Might be talking about the first and third situation right here and what they want to do.
Right.
1-run lead right now is big with the way Wisman is throwing, but a 2-run lead would be really big.
That's going to be
you're
hard.
Try to do everything you can, but you don't want to give up a big inning. If you give up 1-2-0, you feel like you can come back
still
from?
in it. You can come back. I agree, 100%.
And Benny's been showing some small ball. He's almost like coaching this one like he's coaching softball over there.
He is. He's really. I like the fake bunt steal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt right here. I'm not lying. A safety squeeze.
Yep.
Put the pressure on the defense. This is something Hazard always did. Coach Meehan won 7 regions in the past 12 years.
They'd butt
that's
you
one
to
of the
death.
reasons.
They'd butt you to death.
That's one of the reasons I loved playing him, because it was a good test for what you worked on here.
I think that's a good call here. We're going to do a safety squeeze here. You don't have to run the guy on third and try to see what Estill does with it.
Of course, you got nobody out and you got your best hitter up. You could just let him hit, too.
He's 373 on the year. He's on the top 3 that he got, and he's batting in the 4 position. So that tells
lefty
you.
on lefty. That's the only problem. Lots of options out there. And he's bunting. Takes it back, ball high. 1-0. There it is. Benny wanting a balk now.
Yeah, he's trying to get
double
balk.
hitched on the leg raise.
Oh, I don't agree with that now.
All right, 1-0 count. Estill trails 1-0 here. Top of the 5th inning. First and third. Runner goes. And they're going to throw straight back to the pitcher. There'll be runners at second and third now and nobody out, Jeff. Got to bring them in.
Yep.
That's 3 steals.
Yeah, they got 3 stolen bases this inning. So, huge. They've put runners in scoring position with 1 hit and 3 stolen bases and a walk. So, Wolfe putting the pressure on the Engineers here.
And the count's 2-0. Don't want to give in too much here. And he's not. That's 3-0. You don't want to give in too much because you got a base open. You can set up a force play at any base.
Well, even though he's awful good, you got the junior here that's played for 3 years. He's a seasoned player, and you got the freshman coming up, even though he's a good freshman, Freeman. So I kind of agree with you here. I think I just put him on base here.
I guarantee he'll be taking. And he is right down the middle. 3-1 the count.
Big at bat here for both teams.
Yeah. Cheese is starting to bubble. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice. Great pitch by Jax. Challenged him.
Yeah, he got that lefty on lefty. Wisman doesn't look as comfortable against left-handers.
Yeah. He's choking up here. He's going to try to put it in play.
I knew you notice that.
He's going to try to put it in play. That's just it, and that's a smart move.
Here's a 3-2. Just outside. Man. Bases are loaded. Nobody out. Wolfe leads 1-0 here. Top of the 5th inning.
And they're gonna run for him. Let's see. They got
here. Comes Tanner Crow out to talk for his second trip of the inning.
He's going to change here.
He's taking his time. We'll see if he's going to make a change. Of course, in the old days, on your second trip of the inning,
right.
You had to, but not anymore. He's took the ball from Jax, though. So let's see who we're going to have.
He'll have to bring in. He's got to bring in Drake. That's what it is. He's going to bring in Drake. You know he is.
All right, while he's warming up, let's take another break. We'll be back with the 14th region presented by the Marcum Wallace Hospital.
The Estill County Sports Network would like to thank their sponsors and encourage you to choose the businesses and organizations that support the broadcast of our young athletes, including our platinum sponsors, the choice of the engineers since 1889, Carhartt. Just know that you are taken care of wherever life takes you. CG Bank. Our gold sponsors, Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital, Friends and Family, caring for friends and family. Estill County EMA CSEC, encouraging you to be prepared and have an emergency plan. Appalachian Wireless, better service and bigger savings. Our silver sponsors, your financial advisor, Angela Drake. Everything you need and more needs Do It Center. Uniquely Kentucky, Whitaker Bank. Every child succeeds. Our Estill County Board of Education. Our bronze sponsors, El Ranchito Mexican Restaurant. A little taste the whole family can enjoy. Estill Development Alliance, improving the quality of life for the citizens of Estill County. They love engineer sports, so let's love them back. You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, we're in the top of the 5th inning. Wolfe County has bases loaded and nobody out. Estill County has changed pitchers. Who we got, Jeff?
We got Bryce Drake, and Bryce Drake pitched in both games against Wolfe County this year. In the first game, he threw a great game, did not give up an earned run, went all 7 innings, won that game 4-1 down at Estill, and then they brought him in relief up here when they defeated Wolfe 8-7, and he gave up, I think it was two runs up here in that game, so he has a 1.7, I think, ERA, or 1 run. He gave up 1 run in 3 innings he was here. So he has an ERA against them of about .85. So he's been successful against them, but this is a tough situation, Danny.
I thought it was interesting that he's warming up in his windup. I would probably want him to go on from the stretch right here to try to keep the runners a little closer. But whatever he feels comfortable with is probably what you're going to let him do.
He'll have to go with the stretch here.
I want him warming up in the stretch.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. It's interesting. We've got Slade Freeman, who has
great name.
It's got connections to Estill County.
Absolutely.
That's in this situation.
We need to tamper with him and get him back to Estill now.
There we go.
NIL. Wiggle on. All right, here's the first pitch from the windup. He's swinging on the first pitch, swinging a miss.
Well, and I want to do a shout out to his other grandpa, Gary Estes. He was a fine pitcher for the Estill County Engineers.
He's got some good genes.
Yes, he does.
All right, infield is in. Bases loaded, nobody out. He's bunting. Takes it back. Takes a called strike, and it's 0-2.
Woo, I think Benny
went down
frustrated. He said, "You gotta bunt that, son."
Bunt that. I don't know about a bunt right here because all you got to do is flip it for a force out.
Yeah, I know. So he's choking up. He's going to try to put it in play here.
It's 0-2. Curveball just never got on top of that one, floated it up high.
I'm going to be honest with you, Danny. Over when we got brought in the Powell County game, Bryce there, he did have a problem with his curveball, getting it over.
I've seen him pitch when it's good and it's sharp.
Oh, he's unhittable. I'm telling you.
1-2. Fastball on the dirt.
Overthrew on
Good
that.
job by Waddle, blocking it up.
Good job.
2-2. Lord have mercy.
Man. Everybody would be screaming, everybody on your toes, your toes. Be ready to make a play.
Make me nervous. Picked a bad day to quit smoking.
Lloyd Bridges.
Here's the 2-2.
Swing and a miss. There we go. That's huge.
Strike 3. That is huge.
Huge.
1 out. Bases are still loaded, though.
Number 2.
I was wondering if we would drop back in the middle to try to go for 2, but
I just don't think so. I think they're good. Tanner's going to. Let's see here. They're looking. What's Tanner suggesting here?
I believe they're dropping back.
They are
short and
back.
second are dropping back. So up the middle, they're going to try to turn 2.
Well, maybe they can here with Wilson. He's the only senior on this team that's playing.
He's 0 for 2 today. Steps out.
And he's pulled the ball really kind of pulled it both times, hit the ball down there to Cooper in the second and then flied out to shortstop.
Fastball swinging first pitch. That's going to stay in play, I think. No, it's drifting out of play into the bullpen. If they didn't have that fenced-in bullpen down there.
He would have been able. I think that a friend would have been able to get that one.
Faulty design on this field. First flaw I could find.
Let's see here if Bryce can get us another K here, that would be big. Or how about a ground ball right back to the pitcher, come to the catcher, and then the first double play?
I like the way you're thinking right there. And it's a squeeze.
Yep.
I was just thinking, I bet he's going to squeeze
right
here.
That was good play there by
He got some Chris
Benny
Barney in
Campbell.
him.
Benny Campbell. And same thing happened last year in the first round of the region, but it was with Brian Crow squeezed up here and got a big run to tie the game up in the game against Leslie County on a squeeze play.
Won't be squeezing here. Now it's 0-2.
Okay, here, make a pitch. Come
One
on.
out. Bases loaded, and batter calls time again. We're going to go for 2 up the middle. Corners are going to come home.
What's he going to throw here, Danny?
Haven't seen him a bunch, but I love that curveball. There it is. And
there it is.
Pops it up. It's behind shortstop, foul territory, and he dropped it. And you know what, Jeff? Usually when you say it's not good when you don't catch it, that was good that he didn't catch it because he had to slide and foul territory.
He wouldn't have made a runner's tag.
There's no way he could have thrown that runner out.
Yeah, runner's
That's a
tag.
good drop.
Yeah. It's 0-2 count here.
Because he would have scored.
I think I like a fastball outside the zone here, outside corner. See if you can give him chase.
He's awful close on that plate. I might go fastball up and in.
Up and in on it, but I don't want to risk the hit. No. That's a good pitch.
Above his hands.
That was a good pitch there.
Good 0-2 fastball up. Now it's 1-2.
I like Galloway there. He's backing up, throws back to the pitcher there. Holloway doing that.
Runner on third. I love it. Comes the 1-2. Fastball outside, way off. 2-2. Nothing been easy here.
No, it's not easy.
And he definitely is going to come try to get him on this pitch because he does not want to go 3-2.
Oh, he's going to be throwing a fastball. You know he is.
Here comes fastball. If you're a hitter, you got to be looking for it.
You got to be looking for it. It's a pitch to hit. So big pitch here.
And batter calls time again. Come on, man. Have to get the pitch clock. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Line foul.
He was on that one, Danny. He was on that one.
He hung it a little.
He hung it a little, but he was waiting on that. I think he was. I think he might have been guessing curve there because he was on that one. But he hung it like you said.
Count stays at 2-2.
Come on, overpower him here, Bryce.
Bases loaded. 1 out. Estill trails 1-0. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Oh!
Yes, nice.
Oh, did he get it?
Yes, it did.
I didn't think he was going to call it.
That was a perfect
he hated it on the knees on the outside
pitch.
black.
Perfect pitch, Danny.
To the plate for the Wolves, number 24.
Oh, man, if Bryce Drake can get us out of this jam, bases loaded, nobody out, that gives the momentum all the way back to the Engineers.
But they got McCorder up. He's 2 for 2 on the day, Danny, and has hit 2 shots.
He's due for an out.
I hope you're right. But this is a young man who's hit the ball well today. Hit it solid.
I like the law of averages. First pitch.
Good pitch.
Foul tip. Strike. 0-1.
I like that. Getting ahead in the count here.
Bryce Drake inherited bases loaded and nobody out, and he has struck 2 in a row.
That's right. He has come up big, come up huge.
Game of maybe his career right here on the mound.
You got to get one more though. It's not over. We got to have one more.
You're right. Curveball hung it.
Oh,
he fouled it off.
That was one he should have let go.
0-2.
Now he got his first at bat. He got a base hit on a pitch that Jax had 0-2 count and got it too good a pitch to hit. This cannot be hittable, as Billy Bruce would say.
Here it comes. Outside corner. He got it.
What a pitch.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Bryce Drake comes in and strikes out the side.
Smoke them.
And that keeps them 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th.
Woo.
Hi, I'm Michael Bucky Wilson, CEO, President of CG Bank. Here at CG Bank, community means everything. It's why we do what we do. At CG Bank, we are your hometown bank, and we are here for you because we are you. We are not here just building business, but building relationships. That's community banking. That's my bank. Stop by any of our 7 convenient locations in Irvin, Richmond, Berea, London, or Stanton and see what community banking is all about, or visit us online at cg.bank.
Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Qualifications and rules may apply. See institution for details.
Man, I love my place, my home is my castle. I want to fix it up, but I don't want to hassle. But now I need advice and the tools to get through it. My do-it-center store really knows how to do it.
Come to Mead's Do-It Center for all of your home and hardware needs. 218 River Drive, Irvin, Kentucky.
I love do-it-yourself, and I love the money I'm saving. They got everything and more at my do-it-center store. I'm gonna do it today. Give me the tools and the knowledge and get out of my way. They got everything I need and more at my do-it-center store.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
Bryce Drake comes in relief on the mound in the 5th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. 3 straight strikeouts. On the last 2, Jeff, he painted the lower outside corner.
Well, they're playing Billy Squire here, stroke, and that's what Bryce Drake did. He stroked the
I about had a
Wolfe
stroke.
County Wolves right out of the inning there with 3 strikeouts. That was just huge, Danny. Huge.
I am so thankful on this Memorial Day that I'm not coaching anymore. It is so much more comfortable sitting here with these headsets on.
Oh, yeah, than having to
be
deal with
all
the
to
pressure.
pieces. Oh, God.
We need. I tell you what we need right now, Danny.
Medicine?
No. We
Aspirin?
need to bring Ben Benedict in to pinch hit.
Has he got any eligibility left? Let's get him back out here. Give him my COVID year.
That's right.
Give him my COVID year.
That's right. Get big.
He hit 2 home runs to win 2 region
I
championships.
know. So that's what we need. But here, Estill's got the top of the order, Danny. This is what we need. This is the inning.
Got the momentum, too. They had a big boost in the dugout.
Yeah, they're excited there. Let's see what happens.
As you said, leadoff hitter Berkeley Hardy up. He is 0 for 2. First pitch from Wistman is a ball. 1-0.
Got to be patient here as hitters. Put
I don't know
good
if it's
swings
the
on it.
same. Tanner Crow gave him the fist. I don't know if he still uses the
That's
same
still the
take.
same. I think it's still the same.
Nope, it's not. He's swinging and foul ground ball. 1-1 the count.
Must not be.
Must not be.
Must not be.
Must just mean the old-fashioned, let's go get him.
Get a hit.
Here's a fastball, and it is drilled in the left center. It's going to go to the fence. That's going to be 2. He's rounded second, and he'll hold right there. And there's a leadoff double by Berkeley Hardy.
Great piece of hitting there by Berkeley. Big time hit. He's a senior, and that's what you got to have. You got to have senior leadership in games like this, Danny.
Absolutely. And now here comes the pitching coach for his 4th trip out to the mound. They like to talk out there.
Yeah, they do. I think they're talking about wedding gifts, maybe. What makes a nice wedding gift?
Candlesticks.
There we go. Candlesticks. That's right.
All right. As they take, let's set the scene here. We are in the first round of the 14th region tournament in Wolfe County. Estill County trails 1-0. Wolfe County scored 1 run as Jack Sneese did a great job as a starting pitcher on a hit by pitch. Oliver, the first batter of the game, on an 0-2 pitch, came around and scored, and that's the only run to score in this game. And now Estill County, in the bottom of the 5th, has a runner on second. Nobody out.
Second hit of the game for the Engineers. It's
Only
only
2.
the second
That's
hit. Tanner out there talking to both his hitter right here, Logan Friend, and talking to Berkeley Hardy out there on what not to do. You don't want to get doubled up or anything.
First pitch swinging.
Get down the line.
Down the right side. And it is.
That's fair.
No, foul ball.
Oh, man, I thought it was fair. Gosh.
I mean, it was foul by inches.
Oh.
I like what he's doing there. He's trying to go right side.
Yes.
Move that runner to third base.
Well, like I said, you got your leading hitter here, 468 on the year. It's the guy you want up in this situation. I think he'll do a job here, either a base hit or move him over.
Here comes the 0-1. Fastball. Boy, he's right on it, but foul straight back.
Ooh, just a hair underneath it, Danny.
0-2 the count.
That's it. Logan's choking up a little bit, widen that stance a little bit, put it in play here.
Yeah, we just need a ground ball that right side.
That's
would be just fine. Here's the pitch. Foul, out of play. Over here on the left side. Heads up, everybody. A little late reaction on trying to get out of the way of that one.
Yeah. One lady over there was more interested if her daughter had got her that chili dog from the concession stand rather than getting hit in the head.
Everybody has their priorities. Count stays at 0-2. Runner on second, nobody out for Estill. They trail 1-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the pitch.
Oh, I got away. Great job.
Runner will go to third.
There we
Runner
go.
on third, nobody out. I smell extra innings.
They're pulling them in. Wolfe County is. They're going to try to hold the runner here. Come on, Logan, do a job.
Curveball on the inside and got him.
Man, there's a big strikeout there by Wishman.
We've seen some quality pitches in big situations from both these teams. So now a runner on third and one out, and Hayden Woolery the batter.
Well, you got a senior at the plate.
I like the situation.
And you got a senior on third. This guy led us in RBIs this year.
I doubt there's a suicide in play
No,
here. Let him
hit.
hit. Up the middle, one hopper to the pitcher. Checks the runner, now goes to first.
Oh, man.
The one place. That's just bad luck. Oh, my goodness. What a game. Right back to the pitcher. Anywhere else, that runs
and
scores.
it was to the glove side. If he'd been on his right side, he probably wouldn't have got it. We'd have got the run in there.
And give Wissman credit. He
got
checked the runner first and got him going back to third before he threw to first.
Well,
no chance to score.
Super sophomore here hit Cooper Powell.
Wins are made out of 2-out hits. First pitch curveball for a strike.
Well, that's probably a good take there.
Absolutely.
Coop here has come up big all year in these situations.
0-1. Ground ball up the middle.
Oh, man.
Off the pitcher. He got it.
Oh,
he
man.
flips it.
What a play. What a play.
And both pitchers pitch out of the runner on third, nobody out jams. What a ball game. It stays Wolfe County 1, Estill County 0. We'll be back in a minute.
Mercy Health Marcum Wallace Hospital provides a compassionate, ideal local solution for patients who need additional time to heal and strengthen before going home. The Swing Bed program can be a perfect fit for you if you need rehabilitation after orthopedic surgery or fracture, have suffered a stroke, receive long-term antibiotics, need wound care, or need to regain your strength and mobility. You have a choice in post-hospital care and can receive care right in Estill County. For more information on the Swing Bed program at Mercy Health Marcum Wallace, call Case Management at 606-726-2159.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless, here to let you know that upgrading has never been easier. Bring your own device or trade in your current device to get connected to the region's best network and to start saving on today's latest smartphones. No matter how you upgrade, we've got a solution just for you. Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, it is still 1-0 Wolfe County. As we go now to the top of the sixth inning, now the cheese is really binding, Jeff. And I tell you what, if Billy Bruce and William have the same kind of game on the softball side at 2:30 between Estill and Perry Central,
something else.
I hope they brought the nitroglycerin tablet.
Well, I'm just going to have to give a shout out here to both pitchers. Bryce Drake, we didn't think he came in, struck out 3 there.
Bases loaded, nobody out.
Yeah, and Wissman actually, had the situation there where guy on third, nobody out. And he pitched out of it. So both pitchers really stepped it up in pressure situations.
And they put good at bats against him, too, and he tilted his position. Got to give him credit for that. 2 hard hit balls right up the middle. Man, oh, man.
So here we go. We're coming down here to – it's crunch time, last 2 innings, Danny.
Yep, they're going to have the 8-9-1 hitters. Wolfe County will in the top of the 6th inning. Dan Wood, Jeff Tate with you. Ethan Moore producing on site. Nevaeh back in the studio. Hello, Nevaeh.
Nevaeh, yes, she always takes care of us.
What year at school? She didn't graduate, did she? Just a youngster. You following those juvenile wage laws, aren't you?
Sort of. I think he said sort of. Sort of. Sort of.
First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0 count. And here's a bloop into right center. And
look at there. Moore.
By Moore. And you loved him as a center fielder. You told me that, and I can see why. He covers a lot of ground. So 1 up and 1 down, and that'll bring up number 9 hitter Chance Fallen. He's got 2 bunt base hits.
Yeah,
so
they got to be ready for that. I hope. I think they will. He'll have Cooper, and he is. He's coming in on the grass, try to take that away from him. But you got to be ready. He's got speed, and he's a great bunter, Danny. Really good at it.
He has shown us that. Nobody on, 1 out. First pitch, and he's stroking it. It does not hit well, and we come in and we make the play.
Good job there by Logan Friend. He was kind of having a hard time, I think, seeing that ball, but stayed with it and made a diving catch out there. So really 2 outstanding plays there by our center fielder and our left fielder, Danny, to get the first 2 outs.
Yeah, that was off the end of the bat. And the way he swung, it looked like he got it better than he did. So his first step was back, which I like, and he came in on it, made a good play.
Well, like I said, I've loved our outfield all year. It's really solid. We got 3 outstanding defensive players in the outfield right now.
So 2 down, and that'll bring up
Camden Oliver.
Yeah, Camden Oliver, top of the lineup.
And, of course, he's got the only run of the game. He got hit on an 0-2 pitch, Danny, in the first inning, and then was able to come around and score the only run of the game.
First pitch to him.
Inside.
He kind of hesitates. I always wait a little bit before he calls his strike.
That was a nice pitch there, off-speed pitch.
Hazard and Knott County Central players arriving here, getting ready for the next game coming up. They call a lot of time in the box.
Hazard always has an excellent team. You know, all those years we played against Coach Meehan, and they were always really good teams.
Now he's moved to Perry Central, which is weird. There's a called strike, 1-1 the count.
Yeah,
and now our old buddy Brian Dean is coaching Hazard.
Yeah. Who used to be at Letcher Central, and used to be at Powell County, and used to be at Alfred County.
And you forgot some Mississippi and Alabama teams in there too.
Mississippi Mudcats. I think he used to coach them also.
Pitch taken for a ball, 2-1.
A great baseball man, though. We got a lot of respect for him.
Chris Varney was coaching Hazard last year, Jeff, when the region championship.
Yes, I talked to Coach Varney up there. And the thing about it was Coach Dean, he was the pitching coach for Hazard last year also.
They're just swapping them back and forth. I stay blue.
That's right.
We don't go anywhere.
True blue.
These colors don't run.
Mm-hmm. Good eye there.
Pitch outside, 3-2.
Well, you don't want to put this guy on base because he can run, he can manufacture a run just the way he did last time. So
nobody on, 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Bryce Drake on the mound for Estill County in relief of Jack Sneese, who did a good job. Here's a pitch. Inside corner. Ball.
Oh, man.
Estill wanted it.
Waddle wanted that one. He held it for about 5 seconds there. Are you sure? Are you sure?
You want to think about that? All right, Oliver on first base. He's got 24 steals, and if there was ever a time to steal, it'd be right now.
Right now. You want to try to get another
run. He might wait
run.
until he gets 1 strike, try to get an off-speed pitch so he could have more time to get down there. But at some point, he's going, unless the batter gets out before him.
Mullins is 2 for 3 on the day, Danny. Also, he's hit the ball well today. For
first pitch is a ball. 1-0 the count
for the Wolves here.
And he's looking at his placard. Calls out a play. I'd pitch out right here. I bet he's going.
You do the little fist on the side of your leg there.
Don't give it away.
That was 20 years ago, Danny.
Well, you never know. There he goes. Throw it down. He's in there.
Stolen base. Good job by the Wolves.
All right, runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
And your top hitter.
And he's got a 2-0 count.
Right. He's going to be aggressive here, trying to pad the lead here for the Wolves.
Don't give in. You got a base open. Make
Right.
it hit your best pitch. That run is huge out there. 3-0. Pitch high. Is it 3-0 or 2-0?
I think it's 3-0.
Okay, 3-0 count. Runner on second. Taking all the way out. Ball 4. Nothing hurt right there.
Back-to-back walks here, so.
Got to force it any base now. There are 2 outs. Chris Evans, the batter for Wolfe County, hitting .311. He is 1 for 2 today.
Yes, on the year, on the day. So. Well, they must have a lot of faith in him because he is batting in that number 3 hole. So
that's usually where you put your best hitter.
That's right. So good hitter up here, Junior again. 311 on the year.
First pitch high for a ball.
Bryce needs to regroup out there. He's lost a little bit control there of his pitches. Throwing high a little bit right now, Danny.
Yeah, he is. Here's the 1-0. High again. Oh, he called a strike at the top of the strike zone.
He got that one. So that's good. He needed that one. Needed that one.
Yes, we did. 1-1 is the count. Runners on first and second. Estill trails 1-0 here in the top of the 6th.
Make a play. Make a play. Somebody's going to make a play here.
It's high again a little bit, but he swung at it. Fouled it straight back. 1-2 the count.
Now, here's the deal. He had the problem over there when he came in against Powell County of getting that curveball over when he was ahead in the count. This is going to be big here. If he can get it over, I think he'll go to it. Let's see if he can get a strike here and get us out of this inning.
Comes the 1-2. Curveball outside. Good block by Waddle to keep the runners at second. Or runner at second.
2-2-2, right?
Deuces Wild, which reminds me, Billy Bruce Wiseman and William Hardy will have softball region action. Semifinals, Estill County, Perry Central. That's going to be a dandy. Can't wait to listen to them on slaving away over
I hope it's as good as this one. I hope it's as good as
they'll
this
have
one.
something to do to
Full
get
count.
one as good as this one. And here's the thing, now the runners are going, and they'll be going on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what Benny
so you got to
He's out there.
communicate.
He's
and
telling
your
them.
infielders have to tell each other, plays at first.
That's right. Get the out at first. Everybody, he's already told them, be running here.
Sometimes you put a pickoff play right here.
I know.
Player,
yes.
First baseman behind first. There goes the runners, and fouled off. It'll be a good time for a shoot the P.
I think you're right on that. It's a good call.
The cicadas are singing.
Your song. I think they're doing We're an American Band. Looks like.
Grand Funk Road. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. Just
barely
got a piece of it.
Hanging tough, though.
Nicked it.
Evans is hanging tough here.
Jeff, it's been a good baseball game.
It's been a great baseball game. And I hope the Engineers can pull out the win here, but it has. It's been a great baseball game.
And whoever wins the race, they're going to battle next year, too.
Yeah.
Both teams have almost everybody back.
Estill County's sophomore dominated. They are junior dominated.
It's a 3-2 again. Swing and a miss, and another big strikeout.
Yes.
And it's going to keep it right there. Estill County 0, Wolfe County 1. Estill County, they've got 2 more at bats. We'll get back to the bottom of the 6th in just a second.
Are you ready? Are you ready for a disaster? What will you do? How will you contact your family? Do you have fresh water or food stored? Estill County EMAC SEP wants you to answer yes to all these questions. Take time to make a family plan and a disaster kit today. Visit EstillCountyEMA.com to get started. Prepare today for a safer tomorrow.
My name is Angela Drake. When you're looking for a financial advisor, what comes to mind? Trustworthiness, accessibility, up-to-date knowledge. Having lived in this area all my life, I understand what's important to you and your family. Things like trust, reputation, and knowledge are essential, and so is your budget. Finding the right balance is important, especially where your financial future is concerned. I'd love the opportunity to put my experience to work for you and earn your business.
That's your financial advisor, Angela Drake. Stop by her new location in the newly remodeled plaza next to Mead's Do-It Center on River Drive in Irvin, or call 606-723-0055.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
Back here at Wolfe County High School in first round of the region tournament. Dan Wood along with Jeff Tate with you here, and we've had a good one. They're still trailing 1-0 as we said. And now the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Estill County.
They're going to have to do it with the bottom of the order here, Danny. That's it. So we're going to have to get production down the bottom of the order, and that's what happened yesterday, the other day on Saturday with Lady Engineers at softball. Key hit by Miss Skinner at number 9. So Estill's going to have to do it at the bottom of the order.
First pitch inside for a ball. 1-0. We'll get this first runner on. That'd be outstanding. Yeah, Lady Engineers were being no hit going into the 5th inning.
Man.
And then but 2 outs. Skinner got a hit, and then 4 straight. Rip. Here's a hit off his leg. That would be a foul. 1-1 is counting.
Now that's one I wish Bryce would have let go on that. That was a curveball, and you're really looking, like we said, for that first strike, a fastball in the zone that you can rip. 1-1, though. He's right here, ready to hit. He's hot right now, playing some good ball.
Wisman on the mound has come in and done an outstanding job for the Wolves.
Yes, he has.
They got a good ball club. There's a perfectly
Great
placed
pitch. Great
fastball
pitch.
low and away for a called strike. 1-2 the count.
That was right at the knees.
Painted. Here comes the 1-2. Curveball inside and gets him. Swing and a miss. Now bring up Mason Griggs.
Now, if you know, last time Mason hit a line drive shot into at center, but the center fielder came in and made a diving catch on it. So Mason had a real good hit last time.
First pitch hitting curveball up the middle. Second baseman's got it. Throws in time. So 2 up and 2 down for Estill, and they're down to 4 outs now.
I know.
1-0. Cheese is starting to ruin.
Yeah, Mason Rader, like I said, he came up with the big hit in the first game at Estill, 328, I think it was. Got a hit and drove in a couple of runs, put that game out of reach.
And the grand prize for the winner of this game, you get to play the winner of Hazard and not Central.
That's two good teams. Two good teams.
Your prize. Take your prize.
Hazard, number 1 team by RPI, and not the number 3 team.
First pitch was a ball. Here's a line drive base hit to right field. Tying run is on.
I think right here, we'll see if he does it. I would see, I don't know if they've got anybody that they could pinch run here.
Yeah, we need some speed. He doesn't look like he had the best wheels.
No, that's what I'm saying. But they look like they're going to leave him in. Now, he's going to do it. I think Tanner's going to do it. That's a good I like that.
I tell you, I've watched a few games and other things and some practices. Tanner has just done an outstanding job. I love his demeanor. He's his personality. He's quiet. He's calm. And his teams play that way.
Here's what he is, Danny. I'll say this. He's flatline. He's the same all the time. And
that's his personality.
He is he's done, like you said, an outstanding job this year with this Engineer team. Really has done an outstanding job.
His dad won the first region for Estill since 2009 last year. I was in the stands. You were on the call. I was as excited as I could be. First pitch fouled off.
Now, like I said here, we've got a new hitter here. This is Garrett Holloway, and he's a fine young man, number 2. And he had a big game. He had a couple of hits up here when they defeated Wolfe back in April up here.
Curveball swinging, one hopper back to the pitcher. And he runs all the way across and flips it finally. And that's it. Estill down to 3 outs.
Yep.
We're going to go to the 7th and final inning. Wolfe County leading 1-0. Back in a second.
Since 1889, Carhartt's mission has been to build a better world with all hardworking people. This mission has not faded, and today the company is still family-owned and believes in giving back to the communities they serve. There's a long history of supporting the youth of Estill County, the Estill County school system, and the Area Technology Center. They're working to inspire, educate, and train the next generation. For career opportunities or to find a retailer near you, visit Carhartt.com. Carhartt, the choice of the engineers since 1889. The Estill County Sports Network would like to thank the Estill County Board of Education for their partnership in bringing you the broadcast of Estill County Sports on NFHS, WSKV Radio, streaming radio at listenlikealocal.com, and in some cases, Facebook Live. We couldn't do it without the superintendent, board members, teachers, faculty, and staff, coaches, and mentors. You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, and we are in the final inning of a dandy first-round game between the Estill County Engineers and the Wolfe County Wolves. Wolfe County leads 1-0. And the top half of the seventh, they're going to have their 4, 5, 6 hitters, Jeff.
Yeah, they got up here, and we'll see if Mr. Bryce Drake can shut them down like he did last inning, coming up with a big strikeout on Evans when they had runners on second and third there, Danny. So, I mean,
coming to the plate.
This is it. This is it. Last inning. Gotta keep them from scoring, and then we'll have 9, 1, and 2 coming up in our bottom half of the seventh. So
that's it. Job number one. Got to keep them from scoring.
That's right.
In this half. Cleanup hitter Max Wisman up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. He's reached base all 3 times.
Yes.
2 fielder's choices and a walk. First pitch swinging. Fouls it off.
You got to give Wisman credit. He come in a tough situation, shut Estill down. We were threatening, and he has pitched great since he has come in for the Wolves. Done an outstanding job. So, if you got a 1-0 game, that just tells you the quality of pitching in this game on both sides.
Here comes the 0-1. Drake delivers fastball for a strike. 0-2.
It looked like that ball had a little tail on it.
It did. Here comes the 0-2. And he took a little off of it. One hopper in the hole at second. They flip over for the out.
Good job there by Mr. Berkeley Hardy to get the out, and that's what you want. You want that first out. Shut it down there and need 2 more.
Now batting number 5, Slade Freeman.
Estill very skilled on defense as well. From what I've seen all year in Berkeley, he looks like a professional second baseman up there. Perfect.
Oh, yeah, he's smooth.
Formed. And the outfield, as you said, so very solid defensively, Estill County is.
Yeah,
they have pitching.
They have been. Pitching's been excellent. The one thing I would say that we haven't got this year in some situations, some games, and Bill said this too, is the timely hitting. We had runners on scoring position, and we could not get that timely hit. That's the only thing.
Can't coach that.
No, you cannot.
All right, 1 out. Slade Freeman up for Wolfe County. Drake delivers. Take it. First pitch strike, fastball.
Slade here 0 for 3 on the night, and struck out the last time swinging up there when they had the bases loaded.
Been some jams pitched out of on both sides. Curveball.
Oh, nice pitch. Now that was his curveball.
That was the old Uncle Charlie.
Yeah. That was John Kirby. Snap it off the
12-6.
Off
curveball.
The table. Fall off the table curveball.
Let's not be sacrilegious there. There's a foul ball off to the right side. Good job fighting it off.
I'll have to say, out of all the pitchers I've seen at Estill County over the years, John would rate up there as just the best, I think, that I ever saw.
Yeah. 1A and maybe Drew Freeman 1B.
Oh, nice.
Swinging this one a curveball way up.
And I'll throw, you didn't get to see this guy pitch, but I did. And I would rate him, he was in the 70s. I would throw in there John Lyle. He was, he was good. He was really good. John Abney was really good.
Well, we had a lot of good pitchers.
We've had some dandies over there. what was it? Steve Rison got them all the way to the regional finals one year, did he? With Bud Tucker behind the plate. Was Bud behind the plate?
Bud would be behind the plate.
Yep.
First pitch.
Just a little low.
Back toward us.
As Bob Euchre would say, just a little low.
R.I.P. Scuffed up a little of that brown turf.
2 outs here, top of the 7th. Estill County trying to close the inning out and see if they can come from behind here, Danny.
Time called. Walter wants to call out and talk to Mr. Drake.
Well, here's what you look out there, Danny, what you have. This was like the other night. Everybody except Berkeley Hardy is sophomore out there. So
everybody?
On their infield. On their infield. I was saying on their infield. Infield. Everybody's
pitcher,
sophomore.
Catcher, and everybody else.
Yeah, except for Mr. Hardy.
Yeah, future bright for Estill County. Keep it rolling. Comes the 1-0. Fastball.
Good pitch.
2 outs, nobody on. Yeah, it's a little fender body action on that foul ball.
Everybody here just really nervous right now. Estill County fans are. I don't blame them.
About their car?
No, I think about the game.
Oh, probably first, yeah.
It's been a nail biter.
It has. Been a good one.
Nice.
Curveball drilled into center field. That's going to fall.
Yeah,
so
good
a 2-out hit, runner on first.
Good job out there, though, by Dawson. He knew he couldn't get to that, so he played back and made sure the runner did not get to second base.
Yeah, the worst thing he could have done was dive for it and play that into a double.
Right.
So a runner on first, 2 outs. That'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Landon McWhorter. He's 2 for 3.
Struck out, though, last time looking.
First pitch swinging and pops it up on the infield. That's going to drift out to the outfield. Center fielder's got it. Estill County down to their last 3 outs. They're down 1-0. We'll be back with the exciting finish in just a second.
The Estill County Sports Network would like to thank their sponsors and encourage Carhartt's you to choose the businesses and organizations that support the broadcast of our young athletes, including our platinum sponsors, the choice of the engineers since 1889, Carhartt. Just know that you are taken care of wherever life takes you. CG Bank. Our gold sponsors, Mercy Health, Marcum Wallace Hospital, Friends and Family, caring for friends and family. Estill County EMA CSEC, encouraging you to be prepared and have an emergency plan. Appalachian Wireless, better service and bigger savings. Our silver sponsors, your financial advisor, Angela Drake. Everything you need and more, Needs Do It Center. Uniquely Kentucky, Whitaker Bank. Every child succeeds. Our Estill County Board of Education. Our bronze sponsors, El Ranchito Mexican Restaurant. A little taste the whole family can enjoy. Estill Development Alliance, improving the quality of life for the citizens of Estill County. They love engineer sports, so let's love them back. You're listening to the Estill County Sports Network.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, I should say, as Estill County is looking to score 1 run here, Jeff, as they trail 1-0 in their last at bat.
Well, I'm going to see if something happens here. I'm going to make a prediction here. We're going with Dawson Moore is going to be the first batter up for
number 9 hitter.
I am going to say he is going to try to bunt to get on. That's what I'm going to predict. So, and then the top of the order.
Karnak the Magnificent has predicted at a bunt.
Yeah. I did not hold the envelope to my head here, but
we're dating ourselves now.
That's right. That's right.
Ethan's like, what are they talking about?
Johnny Carson, baby. All right.
All right. We'll have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. And if he can bunt and get on, that would be outstanding.
He is really a good, great bunter. We'll see if he does that. I think
I'm sure Benny knows that as well.
He will be taken. I don't know if he would know that. Because unless you've watched them this year, the whole year,
there's a little
you probably would not know that. Let's see if they're pulling the infield in.
He's got the third baseman was on the. Yeah, he's on the edge of the grass.
There.
He's in some, not all the way in. All right, Wispin on the mound. First pitch takes for a strike.
I'd try to lay it down here. I swear.
Just right here. Here comes the 0-1. He's swinging. Fouls it off. 0-2.
Ahead in the count here. Wisman doing a really good job. That's what you want. If you got a lead, it's those strikes. Get ahead in the count. Let your defense take care of you.
0-2 pitch. Yep. Curveball called. Strike 3.
That was a nice pitch there.
And that'll be up to the top of the lineup for Estill County. 2 outs to go. Berkeley Hardy. Big double back in the 5th.
Yeah, we got him. I had him on third with nobody out, and we could not get that run in. That was a huge inning for Wolfe County to keep us from scoring.
First pitch off speed, taken for a strike. Estill down 1-0, first round of the region. Loser goes home. Fastball right down the middle. 0-2. Man. He was looking curveball on that one.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. He was guessing on that one. So now, here you go. Widen your stance. Choke up a little bit, Berkeley. Put it in play here. Put it in play.
Comes 0-2. Curveball ripped down the third base line.
Play.
Diving catch.
That was a great
by
play.
Holland down at third base.
That was a double, Danny.
I was just getting ready to say, I can't believe they're not in no doubles. They were not guarding the line, because if he had not dove and got that, it would have been a double at least.
That was a double.
As it is, it's an outstanding diving catch at third base.
Big play. You know, and it comes. You talked about that. It comes down in a game to a couple of plays sometime in a game like this. That was huge. That was huge.
Estill down to their last out. First pitch swinging, base hit up the middle. Tying run is on.
I love Logan. I like that. The previous two batters, they were taken for the first strike. He saw a pitch that he liked and went right back up the middle with it.
All right. Tying run is on first base. 2 outs. Hayden Woolery up. He's 1 for 3.
And Hayden has been known to hit it in the gap in right center. So if he was able to hit a ball in the gap, right center or left center, Danny, Logan has the speed. We could score on that.
And especially with 2 outs, because the crack of the bat, he's going to be running hard until Tanner stops him.
Yeah, and be aggressive on your lead there. Don't get picked off, but be out on that front foot in case the ball gets by the catcher here, get to second base.
Yeah, you're going to be safe right here with nobody out.
Right.
But as we get to 1 or 2 outs, I have to think about a way to get him. Well, we got 2 outs.
2
outs.
Got to
think about getting a second. Swing and a miss on the curveball.
Yeah.
Oh, 1.
Down to the last out. Down to the last out.
Nope. Pitch in dirt. 1-1. Tying run on first base. Estill trails by 1-0 here. First round of the region.
Just put a good swing on it and hit it hard somewhere. That's what you gotta do in these situations.
Curveball, check swing, and fouls it off.
That's the ball.
Estill down to their last strike here. It's been a beautiful day. Both teams have had great seasons. But it comes down to this.
It's been a barn burner, Danny.
And it's been outstanding, well-played ball game.
By both sides.
Big
both
plays
teams.
by both sides. Great pitching. And the batter calls time. It's one of those you hate to see either one of them lose.
And you just got to hear if you're Hayden. Relax, take a deep breath. That's what he's doing. And just be ready to hit. Be ready to hit. Swing the bat.
Estill won both regular season matchups between these two teams. Runners going and fouled off.
Well, that's not a bad call there.
Oh, definitely. You need to really get that runner
you
second.
Get second.
You're seeing a curveball.
And if he hits, like I said, was to hit the ball in the gap, you definitely score.
No need to stop. There's already 2 outs.
You got to put a good swing on it. Be aggressive.
He might go again right here.
Yep.
He's not. Swing and a miss.
There it is.
Estill falls 1-0 to Wolfe County. The first time Wolfe County baseball since at least 2000 has defeated Estill County, and they will advance in the region tournament. Estill County season comes to an end under the first year under Coach Tanner Crow in an outstanding season.
Great season.
It will end at 17-11. Wolfe County will advance. They will play the winner of Hazard and Knott County Central. Jeff, it was a good one.
It was a great game, and like we said, it came down to a base running by Wolfe County. Oliver scored from second base on what we thought was a double play, and he just did not stop and scored from second base. We did not think the first batter of the inning, and he got hit on an 0-2 pitch also, did he?
Yep.
So it comes down to a lot of times you talk about in games like this, little things make the difference.
Absolutely. Let's take one final break, and we'll be back to wrap things up here. Final score, Estill County 0, Wolfe County 1. Back in a minute.
Hi, I'm Michael Bucky Wilson, CEO, President of CG Bank. Here at CG Bank, community means everything. It's why we do what we do. At CG Bank, we are your hometown bank, and we are here for you because we are you. We are not here just building business, but building relationships. That's community banking. That's my bank. Stop by any of our 7 convenient locations in Irvin, Richmond, Berea, London, or Stanton and see what community banking is all about, or visit us online at cg.bank.
Citizens Guarantee Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Qualifications and rules may apply. See institution for details.
Man, I love my place, my home is my castle. I want to fix it up, but I don't want to hassle. But now I need advice and the tools to get through it. My do-it-center store really knows how to do it.
Come to Mead's Do-It Center for all of your home and hardware needs. 218 River Drive, Irvin, Kentucky.
I love do-it-yourself, and I love the money I'm saving. They got everything and more at my do-it-center store. I'm gonna do it today. Give me the tools and the knowledge and get out of my way. They got everything I need and more at my do-it-center store.
You're listening to the live broadcast of Engineer Sports.
Back here at Wolfe County High School, Jeff, the Estill County Engineers end their season in a heartbreaker as they lose 1-0 to a very good Wolfe County team, but nothing to hang their head about.
No, I said that from the beginning. Told you this was an evenly matched game. It was the worst draw we could have got here, drawing Wolfe County on their home field, because they are an excellent team. 20 wins this year, second-ranked team in the region, and it was a toss-up game, Danny. Either team could win, and I told you I thought it would be a close one. I didn't think it would be 1-0 though, but it was.
It was an outstanding game, and can't say enough what a great job Tanner Crow has done coming in his first season. And we don't need to retell the story of all that has gone down in the last few years in Estill County baseball with Tanner, with Brian, with Blake, but they have done us proud, and I'll just leave it at that.
And I'd like to say here with it, Tanner, like you said, he has become his own man this year. And he did a great job with his team. I didn't know they lost like 6 players from last year's regional championship team. And he is, to win 17 games, win the 56th district, you got to tip your hat to the young man.
Got to tip your hat to Benny Campbell, too, as he won the first region championship in softball for Wolfe County. Now he's come over on the baseball side and done a good job, and he's trying to get the first in baseball as well. We're going to end it right there. Don't forget, at 2:30, Estill County, Perry County Central in softball. Must-listen radio is, for the first time ever, maybe the last, William Hardy and Billy Bruce Wiseman will be on the call for the semifinals. And it'll be 2:30 roundabout as they go through the day. I'd like to thank Ethan Moore for having us always. All you do is sit down and talk, because he's got the drinks, he's got everything set up and ready to go, which is a little different than I was used to about 25 years ago.
Yeah, we're not techno people, so
speak for yourself. I love the techno music. But
I'm talking about technology.
Oh, I'm out on that. Filter projectors. After that, I was out. But I'd like to thank my trusted teammate over here, Jeff Tate, Mr. Engineer. I've always enjoyed getting a chance to work with you, Jeff. And, of course, Nevaeh back in the studio.
Does a great job for us all year, Nevaeh. Thank you so much for taking care of us all year.
And don't forget, William and Billy, 2:30, Perry County Central, Estill County softball. Get online, WSKB. And we appreciate also Marcum Wallace Hospital for the presenting sponsor for the 14th
region.
All right, until next time, this is Dan Wood for Jeff Tate saying, what are you saying, Jeff?
I say, for the last time, Get us out of here, Ethan.
Almost forgot. Good night. Good afternoon.
Thank you for listening, watching, and supporting Engineer Athletics. We would encourage you to also support the community sponsors that invest to help bring the live coverage to you. Visit the ECSN page at listenlikealocal.com to find the most up-to-date broadcast schedule and all the ways to listen to the game. Thank you for listening to Engineer Sports on the Estill County Sports Network.